All right, welcome everybody. Yeah, I'm not sure if that is that no audio on my end, or is that on your end there, Chris? Oh, because I can hear background noises from you. I just don't know if you can hear me, but I'm not getting any of your voice sounds um through StreamYard. So I don't know what's going on with you. Like I can hear little ticks and noises in the background, and I can barely hear you talking if I hear you talk. But yeah, I'm not hearing much of anything. I think that your microphone is having issues. Your headset. That's going to be my guess. How is everyone out there in YouTube land? You guys all bored out of your minds yet? I know I'm tired of being stuck, not being able to go out and go do shit. Um, you're not hearing me in StreamYards? Can anybody else hear me? Just question. If you can hear me, type out in chat that you can hear me. But as far as Streamlabs is saying that they can hear me, or Streamyard. I got the little thingy that's saying that it's picking up my voice. And I can barely hear Chris. I can hear him moving around. I can't hear him talk though. All right, cool, cool. Oh, hopefully we get a few more people that pop in here. I don't know who's popping in or not. JA's channel should be in here shortly. We do have Chris from Firebird Nation, though it does sound like he's having some technical difficulties. All right. Well, I can hear myself through his YouTube. So he's picking up mic from somewhere. So if you guys hear an echo, that's what that is. I don't know if we've got that fixed yet. Hello, Jason. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Off to a shaky start as usual. Poor Chris here is having technical difficulties. Either he can't hear me through StreamYard, and I don't have anybody else to bounce this off of because there's nobody else in here but me and Chris. Um, but it appears he's having some technical difficulties, or I'm having some technical difficulties, but you guys can hear me just fine in YouTube land, and I know you guys can hear Chris. Well, at least something from him. All right, sure do, sure do. Um, but yeah, and we can promote your latest video that I saw up on there for old Dale there, Jason. Mr. John, Hammer and Wrench Builds. How are you tonight? Well, I know you guys can hear me in there. What's saying is Chris can't hear me through StreamYards, which makes it hard to have a conversation back and forth if he can't hear me. Hold on, I got a message in private chat. All right, he's saying he's not hearing my audio in StreamYard, which that's kind of funny because it's saying it's picking up my audio. So the only thing I can do is close it and open it, but yeah, I'd have to take a break on to be able to do that because if I close the window, it's going to do weird shit. Uh, let's see. And if you guys haven't done so yet, please hit the like button, share with your friends. Let's get some people in here and get some conversations going. Um, yes, bird is the word. Um, oh, but or if you're talking about this bird up here, or that one back there, or this one over here. I got birds everywhere. I got a whole box full of birds over here. Um, but yeah, all right. So today is Easter Sunday, the 12th. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter. If not, well then, happy whatever holiday you're celebrating right now, because I know, do believe it is pagan holiday as well today for pagan holiday for well, creation. But yeah, um, what's up, Jason? Can you hear me just fine?
I can hear you.
You can hear me through the Streamlabs or StreamYard,
Yep.
not through the. Okay, I'm guessing Chris was having some kind of technical issue. Hopefully, he figures it out and pops back up in here. Looks like you're chilling.
Oh man, I'm working on that friggin' truck for the last 3 days.
What do you guys?
I'm being
Last thing I saw was the you finally wrapped up the engine. So I'm guessing you were dropping it in the truck.
yeah. So I posted a video on Instagram there just about an hour ago of
I'm on so.
kind of a first start type of thing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those seem like they're gonna go in so easy, and then you always run into stupid stuff. For those of you that don't know, this is Old Car Auto Guy, Mr. Jason here, and he lives up in Canada, and he is building a old square body, and he just pulled the engine out. Actually, that's not the original engine, right? That's a different engine that you picked up because the original one was kind of botched, right?
Now the original one was fine. It was just it needed a refresh. It had leaking gaskets and seals and stuff like that.
All right.
So I just totally rebuilt a new one.
Okay. And that's what, just a 350 small block?
Yes. Yeah.
Can't go wrong with a 350 small block. That's what's actually in my Nova at the moment. Ugh. In fact, actually, it came out of a. It came out of a. I think it came out of a Scottsdale plow truck. The motor that's in my Nova right now.
Nice.
Oh, so how are you holding up with this stay at home? Or do you guys have stay at home up there? Or you guys
Oh yeah, we're under emergency circumstances they call it. So I'm still working. But other than that, when we're not at work,
you're
excuse
being
me.
photobombed?
Yes. Um, when I'm not working, I'm at home. So
Yeah, I've been kind of stuck at home for other reasons, but yeah, um, I'm healthy but bored.
yeah.
There's only so much you can do when you're stuck at home, and I don't have car stuff to go do at home. Uh, and you guys also have a live stream that you guys do every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. my time.
Eastern. Yep.
So, oh, who we got? We got Chris back, maybe, maybe. We'll see. Then you guys have been having some pretty interesting. Your one that you guys had last week, Junkyard Digs. I've been following him for a while. In fact, actually, I forgot about him for a while because he went AWOL for a little bit. I guess to go do life things, and he went AWOL for
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. I think he was on a. I don't know what you call it when you get called away for the army or whatever he
Yeah,
does there. So,
yeah,
a tour or whatever it's called. So, anyways, he did do that, and he had some videos kind of pre-programmed to go live, but they ran out for a while there about a year ago,
hmm
and now he's back doing some other projects. And somebody said, "Well, how did you get such a big channel to come on your show?" And I was like, "Well, I asked."
yeah, exactly. I mean, I've had some pretty big channels come on here. I've had a few big channels that were on here at one point in time. They pop in and out. You're getting to be a big channel here, buddy.
Someday, maybe.
I don't know who is.
It's gone now. I think it's John.
Yeah, I think it was his power cord maybe.
What?
Whatever you were doing a second ago, was putting some electrical interference through the live stream. Kind of sounded like an
I
angry
don't
bug
fucking know. The
zapper.
computer's pissing me off. My phone, I guess, is being an asshole.
You're fine now. Just put us up on a shelf so we can see you.
It's a fucking puss. What fucking shelf?
I don't know.
You know what? We'll just stick your ass right fucking here.
That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. You just need some light now. Almost to that, you know, that pro YouTuber look.
Jeez.
But all right, so let's see who we got in the chat here. We got Chris, who's still having technical difficulties over here. I can't even unmute.
Yeah, called this entire thing sounds like shit on my damn phone.
Sorry. All right, so we have Stuff with Cletus in the car. I do believe that's the first time I've seen him in here. We have Chris. We have Mrs. Formula. We have you, Jason, and Mr. John 13 Hammer and Wrench Builds. I know him from another live stream, and I think that's the first time I've seen him. Maybe first or second time I've seen him pop in here. Looks like they're having a good old time talking about cars that they have. I did post a post. I don't know if any of you guys saw it. Jason, if you want to, you can go post your cars in there as well. There's a post on my page. Just, you know, post what rides you got. And we're just sharing builds and what we got going on. I know Jonathan posted in there and shared it for me. Thank you. And just
I got some comments on it on my share.
Well, yeah, I was trying to get them all to come over to the main page though. Well, not that it really matters.
Yeah,
but
people are lazy like that. They won't do that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was kind of my lame attempt at trying to, create involvement. Because a lot of my posts I don't get a whole lot of engagement or involvement in, so I figured I'd try that one and also try to sneak in the, at the same time, sneak in the start time of this live stream. We'll probably go through and check out some of those rides later in the live stream. There were some pretty nice ones in there. Though I didn't see a Cordoba in there, Jason. No Cordobas.
No Cordobas. Well, we'll have to make that. We'll have to fix that then.
Right. I even posted my little green chip box in there.
Kia Soul.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, because
which looks exactly like my friend Nate's Kia Soul, which I find hilarious.
It is hilarious. Somebody posted it in we have a live stream chat on Facebook where we talk in between shows. And Chris had posted a chase scene, some dude running from the cops, and he was in a gray Kia Soul, like my girlfriend's car. And I was like, oh my god, it looked exactly like it. That one got taken out though. He lost control of the car and slammed the back half of the car into a telephone pole. Ouch. Yeah, literally ripped everything from the driver's side seat back. Literally just ripped it open like a can of sardines.
Damn.
If he would have hit that like 6 inches further forward, he would not have had a good day. Not that he was going to have a good day anyway, but...
Yeah, he probably got arrested.
Oh, I saw him. He got yanked out of the freaking car. Which is something that, like, you know, like...
Dumbass.
I understand why, you know, because at that point, it's more about cop safety and all that. You're running for the cops or whatever. But really, if the dude is, like, not running, not reaching for something, why rip him out of the car? You know, it's just asking for more injuries than he already is probably going to have. If the accident didn't hurt him, you know, potentially getting yanked out of the car could probably exacerbate any injuries he might have.
Hey, fuck him. If he wants to be stupid, let him get fucking hurt.
People sometimes make stupid decisions, you know. Who was it? It was that dude that wrecked that supercar in New York.
That dumb fuck.
Yeah, well, apparently from what I've heard behind the scenes, he just lost his mom and a sibling to the coronavirus like the day or two before that. So, I mean, emotions can make you do some stupid shit, you know, especially when you turn to other coping mechanisms that make you not think clearly either.
Yeah, I can relate to that one. Or at least the doing stupid shit when you're upset.
I cannot deny I have done some stupid shit when I was upset. The one time
Yeah.
this was long time ago when I was actually still daily driving the Nova. And I found my girlfriend had just, my girlfriend at the time, I caught cheating with my next door neighbor in my house.
Ouch.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I was pissed and I was a
Yeah,
little
it's a shit show.
intoxicated and I shouldn't have done it, but I grabbed my keys and went to go for a joyride and ended up going over top of a hill at a speed that was a little faster than gravity could whatever, and launched the car good couple feet off the ground. The car actually, because it was coming up around the corner, um, because I was also coming up around the corner over the hill. As I came up off the corner and the wheels left the ground, the car was already starting to rotate to go around the corner. Well, when all the tires left the ground, the car rotated. I actually came down in the middle of the road completely sideways, like broadside in the road, and I'm just lucky the car didn't roll.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah. Needless to say, I crawled that car back home, handed my other neighbor my keys, and said, "Don't give them back to me till the morning." And I went to bed. That scared the crap out of me. I mean, that car was airborne. I mean, like Dukes of Hazzard airborne.
Jesus.
So yeah, we all do stupid shit when we're not feeling, you know, when our head's not in the right space.
Why do you think when that happens, I get on Forza now rather than getting in my fucking car?
Well, yeah. I mean, but I didn't have Forza at that time. I didn't have the internet, and I didn't have, you know, that kind of stuff. I was literally had not long after. Now, granted, I had every single satellite TV dish out there, but I didn't have any internet. Why am I freaking yelling everything? Freaking caps lock everything. Yes. By the way, if you guys
I don't know. Maybe you like caps lock.
I don't know. Maybe I think it was actually for something else. If you guys don't know, I have been streaming on Twitch. I did update the links in the description. I added the Twitch, and I also I added my Discord. So if you guys want to chit chat in the Discord, I do have a general chat, and I also have a gaming chat. So if you guys want to share what you guys are into, or want to know what games I'm playing, or when maybe you guys want to join me, you can hang out in Discord, and I do post when I'm looking for people to play something. So never know. Anyway, welcome aboard, Big E.
Howdy.
Howdy. Did you see that thing I posted the other day to you?
I don't know.
Markiplier was playing Resident Evil 3, the remake.
Yeah.
And he titled his video, because I guess the one dude with the curly hair that's in that game, he calls him Big E.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, I forget what it wrote. It was something about Big E will kiss boo-boos away or something like that.
Oh.
Let's see, what was it? Big E will kiss your boo-boos and make it all better. And I had to share it. So I sent you a message. I said, so Markiplier said that you will kiss my boo-boo and make it better.
Oh.
And if you guys don't know, Big E is a lovely bunch of coconuts down in the chat. So if you guys see him chatting, that's who that is. We do need to do our not first responders, because that's not right. But we need to do our loyalty points for everybody that is popped in here. Popped in here at the beginning of the chat. So we'll do our usual 100 points for all of you guys hanging out here. There are a couple things that you guys can play in the chat. If you type !cap points, you can see how many points you have. There's a bunch of other different stuff that I have. I was going to do a scroller thing across the bottom to tell you which ones you can do and which ones you can't, but I didn't get around to that. So hopefully Streamlabs is doing its thing and is going to update the chat here in a second. Let's go back here so I can see what's going on here. All right. We also have the Stream Boss right directly below our screens. As you can see, it is still DIY Misfit Mechanic. Sitting here at my Stream Boss. If you would like to take him down, you can donate to the chat. There you can type in exclamation point donate, or there will be a link that pops up through the chat every once in a while. I think Chris is a little bit perturbed at the fact that he can't join today. I don't know what's going on with him. He wasn't hearing me in the stream, and we couldn't hear him. I still say it's his microphone, because I can hear other stuff going on in the truck, but we couldn't hear him specifically.
Oh.
But he also couldn't hear me, which means I'm pretty sure he was trying to hear me through his headset, and his headset's not working. That's like I said, that's my guess. I'm going to blame his headset. Yes, definitely follow Firebird Nation. He has a couple good videos coming up here shortly. So what are you guys all doing and hanging out in the chat? Like I said, I saw Mrs. Formula was bragging about all of the horde of cars that she has going on. Hammer and Wrench has an 83 Firebird 5.3. So LS swapped, 83 Firebird LS swapped, an 08 Ranger, 2001 PT Cruiser. Not bad. I see that it doesn't look like Streamlabs is behaving itself today.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, no, it's supposed to pop in and show, like I just typed in to get people's points here. We have a William Shive in the chat room. If you guys remember him, he is Chevy Boy. He used to be in a lot of my videos. Welcome to the stream. Let's see.
What a loser.
Huh?
I said, what a loser.
But anyway, it looks like he had if you saw that post I posted earlier, it looks like he got a...
you bitch.
The posty poster?
Huh?
The posty poster?
Yeah, the posty poster. So we got DIY Misfit Mechanic sitting at 4,940 points. Miss Formula at 1,585, followed by Grimm's Auto Service at 1,385. Big E sitting at the big 1,202.
Oh.
Pilot at 802. I would check your settings in StreamYards then, because it was definitely not picking you up. I mean, it was picking up sounds. It was picking up a mic from somewhere, but definitely not your headset mic, because your voice sounded way too far away, and like cabin noises I could hear just fine, which is why I'm guessing that it was picking up your mic from your phone, not your headset. Just
No, for fuck's
information. I don't count at 638. Michigan Mechanic sitting at 631. Nikolai with Nick's Track Shots at 543. Chris at 505. Wow, Streamlabs is getting in the action too, sitting at 420. That's where Streamlabs is at.
Wow.
It ain't 420 yet.
But
But that's going to be funny, though. It'll be 420, 2020.
there you go.
There you go.
Hey, it's all clear in hindsight. Just foggy at the current moment.
What the fuck am I doing? Jesus Christ.
This track arm let loose, which broke my track bar drop bracket and caused death wobble. Ooh, 55 miles an hour, breaking my cat off the pipe. Oh, sorry for the cat, man.
Poor kitty.
Oh, yeah, that's never fun. Jess was driving my my big Dodge when we had a track R problem on the front of that truck. The joint at the top, up by where it meets the frame, was looser than a goose in bad part of New Orleans. And you literally had to turn the wheel like probably good half turn before the wheels would start turning, because the joint was so loose, it had so much slop in it that's how much you had to turn before you've taken up all the slop in that joint. That was bad. Why am I opening up another beer? I'm not finished the one I'm drinking. So last week we talked. Geez, we hit pretty high. Let's see if I can. I don't remember what we hit. What was it, like 19 people in here last week? Pretty sure. I think we hit up close to 19. So share this out with your friends. Let's get some people in here. Let's see if we can top last week's live stream. So we hit 19. I think we had 19 people in here at one time, and we had 18 likes last week. Pretty sure.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What's up?
Nothing.
You guys look like you're absolutely thrilled to be here.
Well, I was trying to do something in the fucking background, and my back's hurting like a motherfucker, so kind of a little annoyed.
Oh,
But other than that,
that sucks. It's better than having what some people are dealing with right now.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, so how was everybody's Easter?
It's all right.
All right. I got to play Easter egg hunting with my kid.
Cool.
Well, let me. I have some more people probably popping in. So let me share this over here. See if we get some more people up in here. Somebody's computer is being a dick. Oh, Jonathan, your computer is being a dick. Did you know that? I just read your message where you said your computer is being a dick.
Yeah, that's why I'm on my fucking phone right now.
What's not enough hours? Storms here in Arkansas. Groundhog's Day. Oh, what? Today's Groundhog's Day. No, Streamlabs has finally decided to wake up. It's come down from its
Took
high.
it long enough.
I know, right? Now let's see if
Fucking high ass motherfucker.
Right? Let's see if it'll do what I needed to do now.
Hopefully all this
By the way, if you want to kick the stream boss, there is the link to donate to the chat, or you can just hit the little button down at the bottom, and it also gives you 2,000
fucking shit.
2,000 loyalty points, just right off the bat, just for donating. So definitely want to help the people that are helping me. So have fun with that. Let's see if we can kick Misfits off of the stream boss. I'm actually looking into updating the stream boss. I used to be able to get this stuff by paying for it individually, but Streamlabs went to this Prime membership crap, and so you basically have to pay a monthly fee for everything, and I don't feel like paying monthly. I just wanted to pay for the damn thing and be done with it. So I'm still in the process of looking. I know that you can edit it through CSS, but I'm not sure how to do that. So it's another learning experience I need to do. I wonder if Streamlabs doesn't recognize that I'm here until like, I don't know what, 20 minutes in? 30 minutes in. God forbid I was only doing a 30-minute live stream. Oh, Streamlabs is literally just taken over. Oh. What's up? Katie, who was in another live stream I was in, said that she would join us in chat, but she joined, she'd never go to bed on time.
Usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Don't know if he's there. I think he is. Chris, you there?
Hell, I don't know at this point.
Oh, we
I'm
hear you.
somewhere.
We hear you. Your potty mouth is loud and clear, man.
Yeah, like I said, before we connected fine. I did the same thing I always did, 3 dots, Chrome, open, test, good to go, mic worked, yada, yada, yada. But when you brought me up, I had no sound.
Well, see,
Yeah, so I redid the phone twice. I called Miss Formula back in our connection. It worked fine. I went into the live show on the phone with the headset. It worked fine. But when I'd come here, I had no audio from your end.
Yeah.
And then if you were picking up any of the show when I was trying, it's because I hung up on Miss Formula and you were picking it up through the tablet, through the stereo in the truck,
Yeah.
where I was trying to watch the live show.
Right. We could hear. I could hear like background noises, like background truck noises.
Oh,
You know what I
shit.
mean? We could hear that stuff, but we couldn't.
Okay.
We couldn't hear. I could hear your voice if you spoke loud enough, but it was like you were standing on the other side of the gymnasium. And I could definitely hear our live stream playing through something.
Yeah, I don't know. I kept saying that I had no internet service, which makes no sense
I don't know.
because I've never had an issue where I'm at with service. And I got an unlimited data plan, so it's not a issue not having enough or not pay the bill type thing.
Right.
So I don't know.
No
It's
idea.
just one of those freaky nights.
I
It's a holiday.
seen 2 of our favorites snuck in here without us looking. I see Grimm's Auto Service just popped in, and we got our our usual pilot.
I'm gonna put fucking what the fuck is your goddamn business?
What?
Sorry. Nothing, just applications pissing me the fuck off. Like usual.
When don't they?
I just want to be like,
So let's I think we all need this. So we're gonna start off with this right off the bat. I can hear my my phone's having fun. So we'll start off with what's in the cup right off the bat. So Biggie, what you got?
I got a bottle of Pepsi.
Whoa, that's different.
Yeah.
When do you drink Pepsi? At least on camera.
yeah, fuck.
It's either air or freaking green tea.
4.
Chris, what you got in the cup there, buddy?
Let's see.
Fucking
Cup of
questions, you
coffee,
cocksucking
a cup of
motherfucker.
sweet tea from Popeyes, a bottle of water, and I think there's a vitamin water rolling around here on the floor somewhere. I don't know if I finished it or not.
As long as it doesn't roll underneath the pedal.
Now, I can't roll under the bunk. There's a ledge between the cab and the back of the truck. I wouldn't let it roll into the bunk anyways, and that's got a solid wall underneath the edge. The way this truck's made, so it can't go all the way back in a hole.
There you go. Yeah.
And my shoes are beside the seat, so it can't roll under the seat, which I've had that miss, unfortunate, and then got into construction and bounced the seat up and bottomed it out, and all of a sudden it's like you hear a poof. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I looked down, and yeah, the bottle was sideways underneath with a bottle of soda, and it blew the cap off and shot the soda all the way across the floor, and on the passenger seat's
I
like,
guess that puts a new term to bottoming out.
yes. They made, it's a good thing I laid towels down on the floor, so, you know, one, it makes the actual floor easier to clean up, and 2, underneath them there's laser cut WeatherTech style mats on the floor on top of the carpet, so even if you do spill something that gets all the way through the towels and the moving blanket pads that are underneath the towels, it won't go through the floor into the carpet. It's got a big rubber collector.
Right.
Or whatever the hell the
You
shit's
always have.
made out of.
I'm surprised that you don't have like a piss bucket in your truck because you always have enough to drink to float away the arc.
See.
I don't know. I haven't seen a bucket big enough that they could put a lid on to make it worthwhile. You know, it's
Right.
and I know I've been doing it long enough to be able to tie many knots. I should tie flies for fishing. I should probably sell them.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Good tight knots, right?
Right. So, Jonathan, what you drinking tonight?
I wish it was a stiff motherfucking drink. That's what.
I have that
Fuck
right
off.
here. Here you go.
Stupid bitch.
Come and get
Send
it.
me some, damn it.
I don't think they let me go send that through the mail.
Probably not.
Would be
I'm
I'm
fucking
just going
nice.
regular
wouldn't it?
saying everybody needs a stiff shot of bunny juice because it's Easter.
There you go.
But none of us can afford a Playboy model, so what the hell? We can still dream, right?
Right. So we'll do the lovely. What am I drinking tonight? First person to guess it, not
What?
up on the live stream, 50 points. This one should be an easy one. So what are you guys all drinking out there in the chat room? We got, let's see, I think I saw Gatorade. Yep. Will is drinking a Gatorade. Mrs. Formula, I do believe I saw water.
There, you stupid bitch.
I don't see anybody else from anyone else here. And you can get alcohol through the drive-thru.
Oh my god, that sounds like a conflict of interest.
Freaking hard cider too. A Jack and Coke? Nope, that is not a Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
You got to be
There.
more specific
15
there.
minutes later.
There are a lot of beers out there, and no, Cletus, I'm not sure if you're saying you're drinking water or that I'm drinking water. Mrs. Formula got it. We got our winner. It is a good old Yingling. See, that's what it pays to be a long-time watcher of the show. You know exactly. Normally know my go-tos, unless I get something off the wall. All right, so Mrs. Formula.
Fuck.
Gets another 50 points. That'll bring her up to 1645.
Corn Cleaning Paint Center.
What?
Ah, shit, that's right. You're out of shine.
Yes, I am out of shine. I've been out of shine. Where the fuck you been? I haven't made it back down to freaking North Carolina.
I know. It's been a while for you.
And my friend hasn't made it up here to PA, so... Or somewhere in between.
I should fire up the O still and do another batch, but shit, I don't ever stop long enough.
Went to the junkyard and lost $70. Do you know what? I've lost more than $70 in a freaking junkyard. You go out there to go get something, either lose some tools, or the parts that you buy aren't what you thought they were. I've bought the wrong parts. I've bought parts that were broken in places that I couldn't see. Like I said, I've lost tools.
And that's why you wear glasses.
I wish I didn't wear glasses because
that's not his worst piss himself off moment though.
No, actually, the worst thing that I've ever done was going through the freaking junkyards, and the cars were so freaking tight that the car that I wanted to go to was kind of blocked off. They didn't have a clear way to get to it. Came up over top of another car and went to go slide down the other side, and there was a hood buried in the weeds that I didn't see, and my foot came down on it. I was wearing my boots, and it just freaking slid and twisted my freaking knee, and I was all the way down at the bottom of the junkyard. It was a 1.5 miles up a hill hike to get to the front of the junkyard. That's actually not even my worst one, though. I've got a nice scar right here from breaking my own car window to get into my car because my keys were locked in the trunk at the junkyard. That one was a messed up one.
Well, that's not the one I was thinking with, but yeah, along the same lines.
That one was fun, though, because I was there by myself, and I was going there for, I think, parts for the Nova. And I went and set the toolbox down and grabbed some stuff out of the toolbox because I wasn't taking the whole toolbox down to the junkyard. I was taking parts out of the toolbox and put them in my bag. And my keys were in my hoodie. And I guess the keys fell out of my hoodie into the car, into the trunk. And all of my doors were locked. And I closed the trunk door, and I went to go in the front door to go grab something out of the front seat and realized that I didn't have my keys in my pocket. And the only place that I could think of them to be, because I opened the trunk with my keys, was in the trunk. So I went back up thing, asked them how much was it for a window, and they're like $10. I had no cell service, so I couldn't call somebody to pick the lock on the, to jimmy it open. I went back down to the I took my jack handle and went through the driver's side window with it, and as my hand followed through, it literally ripped open my arm. Went down, patched that up, put a Band-Aid around it, patched it up, went back down to the junkyard, got another window out of a Cavalier, came back out and threw it in the back of the car and went home. But yeah, it was deep enough that I could see my muscle moving through the opening. It was
that would be worse.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the time you busted your Firebird window at the counter.
Oh, that sucked. But that was.
I was thinking that was your worst piss yourself off moment.
Because I didn't. Well, yeah, I had to pay for it anyway because it broke right.
Exactly.
So you had to pay for a bunch of glass that was on the freaking ground. That was annoying. Apparently they can't hear me, so hold on. All right, let's pick this up a little bit. There we go.
Well, that was much fucking easier than the other one. Jesus Christ.
All right, so Will saying that there is a Buick there at Grebels. Problem with Grebels is unless I get there within 3 months, that car is gone. And right now, I don't need any parts for the Nova because no idea at this point. What I need for the Nova is not Nova parts. I need Camaro ZL1 parts or Cadillac CTSV parts.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a co-part buy, not a local junkyard buy. But yeah, I mean, right now, there's really no point in starting with the Nova. I've got to get finish getting the truck inspected so that way I can drive that one and use it. I'm hoping that some stuff comes together and I'm able to pick up the fuel injection system for the TA that I was trying to get like a year ago. We'll see what happens with that. If nothing happens, then nothing happens. But the Novas, hopefully, if this stuff ever freaking ends, should be going in the shop this year. And we'll start working on the body, which is the first thing I need to do anyway. So get the body done with the body work and in primer and ready for paint. And then we'll start working on modifying it to accept a much stronger motor and better suspension. So we'll start working on that. But yeah, I may end up, if I go to the junkyards, I may end up looking for like an Escalade with the Iron Block 6.0 and the 6.0 LS, and maybe go that route if I can't get the LSA. So that's where we're at with that. Let's see. What should we do next? We were just basically doing current projects. We can do that. We'll do current projects.
Hey, Nova.
What's up?
I got a question. Wait, never mind. Stupid question. I figured it out. Never mind. Continue.
Shit, just for that, he should be made to repeat it just for putting us in anticipation moments.
No, man. What a letdown.
Like a damn girl, tease.
Go to flash the titties and then just turn around and walk away.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Chris, current projects. Any progress on any of yours? I know it's only been a week.
Well, kind of sort. I mean, if getting a 9-inch spool for the rear end counts.
That is progress.
Paid for. I mean, I haven't picked it up yet, but it's paid for.
Yeah.
And although I'm in debate whether to use it for the street legal project or not, because it's basically be a tire shredder. But 1 and 1 and 16 million with another at this moment. But
Hey,
you know,
it's not a street project if it's not on the street. So
a full spool for under $100 for a Ford 9-inch, I figured was worth grabbing, even if I just flip it.
well, yeah. I wish I had freaking. I mean, there are times where I wish I had money to just fucking sink into shit that I can turn around and sell. But normally, whenever I have money, it's to pick up something that I need. So picking up shit I don't need doesn't help. Though I do have a couple parts that I need to sell. I just don't have anywhere to sell them.
The engine for it's coming together.
Oh, there you go.
The guy got a hold of me, let me know he got the heads on it. So, well, it was an engine we started. It wasn't specifically for the car that we just got, but now
Right.
it just kind of, 2 + 2 = 4 type thing. It just makes the most sense because it's going to be a street gas, pump gas engine.
Right.
That's still going to be over, 10-to-1 compression.
Yeah,
And
I think
somewhere
my
between
Nova's
500 and
11 to
600
1.
horse.
My Nova's sitting at like 11-to-1 compression with the motor that's sitting in between the frame rails at the moment. So yeah, I mean the thing is I wish I could sell the motor and trans that is in the car now, knowing I'd have something else to put in it. But at the current moment, I don't have anything to put in it. So I'm kind of hesitant to sell that combo.
And frankly, pushing vehicles around gets old.
Well, it doesn't run right now anyway. There is literally no wiring in it.
Even still, pushing a rolling frame around gets old.
Well,
no matter what shape it's in.
Yeah, at the moment I'm pushing around a rolling frame anyway. Actually, no, it's just sitting in a yard.
I mean, I even went to the point of, had the steering wheel, dropped a seat in it, had the tires all pumped up, and tried to convince Miss Farmer to look. I said, we got front brakes on it. I said, let's drag each other around the yard. We can make believe we're driving it. She told me I was a fool. I said, well, hell, it'll give the tractor work out. We ain't got enough grass to mow. All we got to do is pump the tires up on the frame. We can pull each other. Either that or we got a big downhill. We can go down one side of the yard and then across the yard and stop it before we get to the pine trees, turn it back up the hill, and then pull it back up the hill with the tractor. No need to even get off and chain it because with the 3-point hitch on the back set up for the trailer, you just back underneath the front bumper of the car and pick the 3-point hitch up, and you got an instant. I got to find that picture. I got a picture of that somewhere where I was towing when I used to live in PA with it, and I was towing every time I had to mow the grass or do something, I'd hook underneath the front of the car, and I'd tow it around the yard of the driveway with the tractor like a tow truck with the front wheels picked up in the air. But, yes, she wouldn't have none of it. I tried.
They just don't get that kind of shit, man. They don't understand why it's fun to just sit on a freaking milk crate in the freaking behind the steering wheel and make engine noises.
Yeah, even more fun if you've got an old manual tranny sitting there that you can put on the floor beside you and act like you're shifting gears.
Right? Oh my God, poor Grim is drowning in PT Cruisers apparently. He says someone gave him another PT Cruiser last week, and he now has 4 of them, and only one of them is drivable. Well, they're definitely not cruising.
Well, one thing about them, if he cuts the body off from it, strips everything down pretty much, it's at least small enough he can sell it to some sucker Boy Scout for a soapbox derby car to run down a hill somewhere. I mean, and they had to roll real well. Tell me, this is a modified class. It's rolling on rubber tires, air-filled rubber tires instead of those other hard things he used to use. Wagon wheels. And
Pilot said that his wife loves and bought him an N95 mask on Friday. Yeah, but the problem is she also heard all of the shit you say in this live stream. She probably laced it with Corona on the inside. Just saying.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
I'd attempt to show one, but it's packed in the back at the moment. This form is she's of the firm belief that at some point we're going to be mandatory masks in public, so she made one Friday night, Saturday night.
I'd like to know when we
I guess it was yesterday.
Yeah, I'd like to know when we became a what the hell is it called?
socialist society where we got
Yep.
everything, including our dicks tattooed with what you can do. Okay, you can go in and pee now. You need to wait. You can go in and use the crapper now, but you need to wait. Yeah, well, you got TP in there? No, why? So I can't use your crapper then.
Right?
I said, no offense. I'm beyond the point of making no bake cookies and running my hands in the dough. It ain't gonna work.
It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I understand. I understand. But there becomes a point to where, you know, it
Too
gets
much is too
ridiculous.
much.
Yeah. You know, this
mean,
is still a free country, and you start treating people like it's not. I'm sorry that there's a bunch of stupid people out there that can't freaking, you know, either responsibly stay away from people. Like I said, that I should not have to be forced to stay home. But if I make a choice to take a reasonable risk that I feel to be a reasonable risk to go out and go do something, I should not be getting a fine to go do it. Like,
Right.
you know, that's ridiculous. It's a free country.
Yeah, but you ever notice whenever there's something big like this going on, whether it's a flu or whatever it is, it never actually talks or targets the truly common sense lacking stupid people that we see running around every day of our lives normally. You know, it don't wipe them out. It's like they come with some innate immunity to this shit other than to be dumber than they already are.
You mean like the drunk drivers that walk away from the freaking accident, yet the innocent family's dead?
I'll be right back.
Sounds
Yeah,
about
yeah,
right.
that type of thing, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly
Well,
what
I've
that
picked
is.
enough of them up. Enough of them up. But I mean, me and Miss Foreman were running around. Let's see, we went to 4 stores last Saturday because I had a little bit of time to kill on the run that I went out to Seattle with. 4 stores Saturday, 1 store on Sunday morning before I left.
Well,
With the 45 and the 32 Smith & Wesson. Trying to find tactical ammo for the 45 and some extra magazines, and just find any kind of ammo for the 32. Nothing. We found one magazine that will kind of work, but it doesn't work perfectly. So, okay, to hell with it here. Take everything home. I got to go. So I stopped, but while we're there, we had to wait in line to go in the store.
all right.
They're letting one person in at a time, and they're only letting like 20 people in the whole store, as big as the damn place is.
I know. And the thing is what I don't fucking get.
Including the workers.
Right.
Including the workers. So you got like 10 customers in the store at a time. You know, maybe 15. It was ridiculous. So I was like, well, I'll go first. I've got to check these in anyways when we go in, so I'll do all that bullshit. And then when you come in, you go to the MWAS. Couldn't find nothing. I stopped at a Cabela's up in South Dakota, and I found 5 boxes of tactical and I don't know, like 6 boxes of Full Metal Jacket. Why? Because I didn't have the gun with me.
Right.
I mean, go figure. But I did buy a nice rifle.
There
Well,
you
nice
go.
to me, anyways.
Well, I went up to, we finally, like, we ordered a bed when we first moved up to this place, because I got rid of the water bed. And so we got a new bed, and it was supposed to be delivered before all this stuff really got bad, like end of March, beginning of April. At the time we ordered it, we didn't know any of this shit was going to go happen anyway, because we ordered it at the very end of February. And it finally just got here like last week. I went out to I was going to go out to go Lowe's because it was missing a screw. And I wanted to put screw in before we started using the bed. Drove up to the Lowe's, and there is a line from the front door all the way down to the end of the building. Now, I mean, I'm sure you guys know how big a Lowe's is.
Yeah.
They're huge. And for a line to be out that far, I'm not going to sit outside in a freaking line crowded with a bunch of other people just for a damn freaking screw. And the thing is what I don't get is if that many people were in the store, do you think they'd all be sitting there chilling in the same fucking spot like they are outside the front of the store? Or do you think they'd be spread out throughout the store and have more distance between them? It made no
Spread
sense.
out.
Yeah, it made no sense. You do better having more people there at cash registers to get the people out of the store quickly than you would making them all wait outside in a line outside the store.
I saw that. It scared me.
It's
I had to
annoying.
pinch myself. I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. Where was I? Utah? Utah or Idaho, I think. It was here within the last month. I stopped at Walmart when this dumb shit started. I mean, I wanted some water and a couple other things. And I shit you not, I went in there. They had the rubber gloves. They're wearing like a gown, hats, masks. They got a plexiglass window. They had every single register open for
At a
someone to
Walmart?
work at, but at a Walmart. But every single register that you would self-check out yourself and run your credit card with was closed. Now figure that one out.
Oh, because they can't.
Any other?
They could probably wipe down a countertop where there's a person standing there, a person trying to sit there and wipe down every single machine that somebody was using from outside. I mean, from a point of view of keeping down viruses sitting on metal surfaces, it's a lot easier for someone to wipe down things that only they are touching versus having every
In that
strange
regard,
person,
yes.
yeah, having every strange person walk through touching the machine. That I can understand. Okay, that makes sense. Having every single register open so that way you could get anybody that's waiting in line out of the line as fast as possible and out of the store. I understand that one.
Yeah.
But they had
But why
like
can't
3
they do it all the
registers.
time?
They had like 2-3 registers open and a line out the freaking door and lines at the registers. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, that's not reducing the amount of contact people are going to have. It's increasing it. I went through a Taco Bell. Now get this, okay? I'm in my car. I drive up to I do my order at the window, at the little the kiosk thing. Drive up to the first window to hand them my credit card. There is a lady there with gloves, okay, and she hands me one of those yellow restaurant bin containers, like the little tiny ones that are like, what, 2 inches by 2 inches square? Tells me to put my card in the thing. Now, she's holding the other end of it. I put my card in. She brings it back in the thing, picks the card up with her gloved hands, scans it, does whatever she's doing, beep booping, whatever, grabs my receipt and the card, puts it back in the bin, and hands it back to me. Well, I had to touch the card to put it in the bin. You had to touch the card to take it out of the bin with your gloved hands. You know, and then you had to touch the card to put it back in and hand it back to me. Where would that
You missed a step.
Well, that doesn't really...
Running it through her machine where every other card has been run at the same
Well,
time.
that too. But the other thing is, okay, where did you listen the contact at? Because you would have had to take the card from me anyway. So
Right.
all that the bin did was made me feel, I don't know, violated or contaminated or it made me feel not very good. And it didn't serve any purpose because I guarantee you she did not pull her gloves off after touching my card and put on a new pair of gloves. Which means she didn't pull her gloves off before I got to the window and changed them from taking the person behind me, in front of me's cash. So she didn't
use any kind of disinfectant wipe.
Right. Well, you can't. You can't disinfect a pair of gloves. I work in a hospital setting. Unless you take the gloves off, throw them away, and put a new pair of gloves on in between each contact, you're not stopping the spread.
Exactly.
You're actually, because it actually lasts longer on a pair of gloves than it does on your hands. Because the virus lives longer on vinyl. The virus lives longer on vinyl and hard surfaces than it does on a porous surface like your hands or fabric. But yeah, they didn't do anything that would have stopped the spread of the virus. They just made me feel shitty. And then, okay, so after they hand me back their card and they go to hand me my food, they put my bag in a bin and handed the bin to me with the bag in it. Okay, so what about
And
all
it
the
was the
people
same
that touched?
fucking bin that you stuck your card in too.
No, it was a different bin. It was a different bin. It was a bigger bin. Obviously, you're not going to fit my bag in a
Everywhere
bin.
I've went, it's been the same fucking thing.
Right, but they had a little 2-inch bin for my card and a big like a 6x10 bin for my bag of food. But the thing is if you were to do all of your normal precautions you were supposed to do at a restaurant. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody here has at least known somebody that works in a restaurant or has worked in a restaurant themselves. Very few people go through life without having to work at some sort of fast food restaurant. They teach you proper sanitary conditions and things that you need to do. If you were to actually follow those, that would be more than enough to keep this in check. You wash your hands in between each customer.
Including cleaning.
Yeah, you keep things wiped down and clean, and that's all you would need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, here's another thing though. Like with the way they are, with the way corporate is, with like their times and shit. When do you have time to fucking go wash your hands in between each fucking like drive-through customer? There's no way in hell you can do it without getting in trouble for being too slow.
It takes 10 seconds to have a bottle of sanitizer there and take a quick pump and a wipe. But
Okay,
again,
well, that'd be different.
it doesn't necessarily mean you have to do that every customer. I mean, now you should. But
Well, yeah.
and the
Or
thing
a bucket
is,
of the sanitizer that you use with the wipe that you wipe the counter with, that most places have.
well, that's not necessarily completely always sanitary either. Depends on how often they change that bucket. But no, the thing
Yeah,
is,
true. But I mean, if it's mixed properly, I
the
mean,
thing
most
is
places
the person that's
pull the
taking
paint off them, everything.
right. There's a reason why the person that is taking the money is not also supposed to be handling the food. That's why they have two separate windows. The one in the back is supposed to handle money, and the person at the front normally handles the food.
Yeah, tell that to shitty companies like Burger King.
Yeah, where they freaking shut down on staff and they
Where
have
they do
one
it all in
person
one
running
fucking
everything.
window.
Yes, but that person also should be washing their hands anytime they enter the kitchen area. So if they take somebody's money and then go into the kitchen, they should be having their hands washed before they enter the kitchen area. But nobody does it. That if you follow natural precautions, you should not have to do anything more than that to run a drive-thru. This bullshit with the receipt thing and all of that, it's stupid. I saw somebody, I was watching DIY Gang's video when he was doing, he went to the parts store for something, and the dude had a basket on the end of a fucking broom handle and was standing that far back to hand him his receipt in a basket. I'm sorry, you're not doing anything but making yourself look ridiculous. It's not going to stop anything.
Yeah.
You're not stopping anything. It's pointless, and it's, in my opinion, it gives people a false sense of security in what they're doing. They think that they're actually stopping something, so they're going to actually be more, what is the word I'm looking for? More inclined to do things that would put themselves at risk than they would be if you take proper precautions. Because, and that's just like, okay, paper masks, okay? They don't stop you. The standard ones I see people wearing, they don't stop you from breathing in anything. Those are designed to keep you from breathing something on somebody else. They're designed to stop stuff coming out of your mouth and infecting somebody else. They're not designed to stop you from breathing something in, especially when you don't wear them above your nose. I've seen so many people wear these masks where it's below their nose and it's just covering their mouth. 90% of your breaths come in through your nose. Most people breathe through the nose. You're literally doing nothing to stop you from breathing in the virus.
People are retarded, Sean.
I know.
That's kind of like the mother, that knows her son's going to prom. She's got to do something. Love you, honey. Be safe. I know how teenagers are. I know how I was back then. Yada 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 yada. And she takes a few condoms and thumbtacks them through the center of it with a few thumbtacks up on the bulletin board.
Yeah, that's
sure if you
been...
go mess around, be safe. Use these, please.
Yeah. Use the condom. Think that you're freaking doing anything. Yep, there's a hole in it. And that's basically what it is. There's a hole in their method of madness. And Mrs. Formula brought up another good freaking point about the sanitizer. You're wiping shit down, but you're not letting the freaking sanitizer sit on the surface long enough to work. Because most of that time, it needs 5 to 10 minutes to actually kill the virus. The table needs to be wet for 5 or 10 minutes for it to work. Wiping it off and drying it off right away doesn't do anything. It makes the surface look clean, but it doesn't disinfect it.
Emulsify the virus and spread it around more if it floats on water or liquid.
Yep.
Be about it.
Let me read through the comments here because I want to make sure I catch you guys. Oh, by the way, I see Classic Ride Society has joined us today. Welcome aboard. I missed you coming in.
Now, I'll ask a quick question to any of you guys up here, or maybe anybody in the stream. Has YouTube changed anything or whatever?
About what?
Well, normally when we're in the chat like this, I can click on anybody's channel that's in the live chat, and I can go look at their channel.
No, they did change that.
I can't do that right now at all.
No, you have to type in you have to copy and paste their name into the search bar. I think they're doing. I've read somewhere that they did that to try to stop the sub for sub shit going on. But again, this is more of making everything harder for everyone else because you're trying to stop something that would take care of itself. Let people sub for sub. Let them fucking do it. Because you know what? At the end of the freaking day, it's not going to mean anything because you're going to have a bunch of empty subs that don't watch your content.
Yep, pretty much.
But the reason
just
why
a
they're
fucking
trying
number, and that's literally
the reason why they're trying to stop that is because of the fact of the people trying to get to 1,000 subs so they can get monetized. But again, they still have to reach the amount of views as well, minutes watch time in a year.
I know what is it now? 1,000 subs and 1,500 minutes or something like that.
It's 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours in a recurring year.
4,000 watch hours.
So you have to stay above 1,000 subs and you have to stay above 4,000 watch hours in a rolling year. And the thing is if you aren't meeting those meets, you're not going to make any money. I'll tell you what, right now, I have a really, really, really high, or did before all this crap went down, CPM, which is where they determine how much money you make per view. I think that TubeBuddy estimates your CPM to be anywhere between $2 and $4 CPM. When my channel is going decent, I have close to 9 or 10 CPM. And if I'm not making any money with over 1,000 subs and over 4,000 watch hours, an average person that gets $2 to $4 CPM with those amount of hours and watch time isn't making anything. I'm sorry, you're not. I have a decent amount of traffic on my page, and I'll tell you what, I struggle to reach $100 a month sometimes. So, yeah.
Which is kind of pathetic, like the way they do that.
No, it's not. It's not. It's the way businesses work.
It wouldn't even cover the cost of gas just for you to run around to try to build more content.
Right. It's not. But then again, like I said, that's how businesses work. That's how it works for the big businesses along with the small ones. You see those clickbaity freaking news articles and stuff where they like, see them now and see, the cast of Friends now and then, and you go through and you have to go through all these freaking ads just to read the damn article. That is exactly the same thing as YouTube. Those ads pay for that. They're making money off of those ads that you have to click through. So they don't make any money if they can't get a shit ton of people to click on the ad. They click on the not the ad. They click on the article, the link. That's the same. It's the same principle as YouTube. They're called ad links, and the amount of people that see them, the more people that see them, the more willing that company that's putting that ad on that article or YouTube video or whatever is willing to pay. And the more you're willing to pay, the more you're going to get. The more views you get, and the more the company's willing to pay per view, the more money you make. So if you have a small channel that's getting almost no views, you're not going to get paid much. So there's no point in having YouTube have all of these different channels that aren't making money. So that's why they put that in place. They got tired of having all of these channels as partnerships that literally were taking years to get to their first payment. I got monetized all the way back in 2014. I did not get my first paycheck from YouTube. But you have to hit $100. You have to have $100 in YouTube's virtual bank before they pay you out. I did not make $100 for what, 3 years? So you have a bunch of small channels out there that don't make any money, and YouTube's got to keep records of all that. So no, it doesn't. It makes sense why they did all that shit. What it did hurt though is people that have a shit ton of views, but don't necessarily have recurring subs because their content didn't, like mine. My content back then didn't promote having subs that come back and watch video after video because none of my videos were sequential like that. They were random how-to videos. So, you know, my one video didn't necessarily pertain to the next video that came out, so people had no reason to sub. But I had a shit ton of views. But I had like, what, 200 subs when that shit happened? You know, but it hurt the how-to videos. It hurt those because, like I said, they don't normally get a lot of subs. They get a lot of views, not a lot of subs. And it just changed the way that people had to do YouTube. It made people have to do things that, you know, that led to my video will lead into the next video, so you come back and watch the next one, so you have more of a reason to hit the sub button to join. Chat is blowing up. I did see Z Outlaw SS had popped in here. Welcome aboard. Let's see where we got here. Will talking about how many miles is on his Jeep. A NASCAR roller needs an engine. Oh, that's you guys. Engine training stuff to make it street legal. Headlights, taillights. I'd like to see that thing street legal. I hope you guys are doing video footage of doing that stuff, Chris. Even if you just pick up the camera and explain what you're doing, you don't have to actually show you guys doing it, but just to document the process of you guys doing it would be fucking awesome.
That's simple, actually. I mean, it's pretty much you get whatever you get. You know, you're gonna have street tires and all your lights
it is simple,
DOT
but
required, a wiper and everything. But basically,
to document,
like for PA, for instance, you're gonna go to an enhanced inspection station, get it inspected. You're gonna have a wade. They're gonna inspect it for all the safety equipment, and then you apply through the state and state police, all with the enhanced inspection, and they classify it as a home built hot rod.
Yeah.
Then they'll issue a VIN number to put on it and an actual title to the vehicle once it passes all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they may come back and say that you've got to add something or whatever.
Yeah, just like a kit car. But the fact is, to do a video diary documenting the process of you guys doing it would be awesome.
That's what we're planning on our channel.
All right, cool.
Which everybody's. I mean, people are gonna scream, "Well, you're a Firebird." Okay. Per se, we're Firebird enthusiasts. That's our favorite car. We have 6 of them.
You can change
but
the channel
for
name.
the YouTube channel itself. Doesn't have to be specific Firebird related all the time because there's more people out there interested. And the only way the channel is going to build is to have a more diverse content that's going to appeal to a wider and broader audience. Because let's face it, we got a club that we've been trying to. There's I don't know how many Firebird or Trans Am groups on Facebook, and we've reached out to several to either start local chapters in their area with their enthusiasts or their clubs or whatever, and just trying to get somebody to join the club and say, hey, we're part of a Firebird club. It's a shame that GM decided to cancel the car and get rid of it.
Yeah, it's just that people don't like joining clubs like that anymore. It's not. It's an old.
It's an old concept.
Yeah, it's an old concept.
But they'll join something locally or hang out with people locally, and that's what it's all about.
Right. They just don't want to join a club and have to pay a fee and everything else, and just it's annoying. But you can always just change the name of the channel.
You're not obligated to do anything.
Right. You can just change the name of the channel. There's a reason why mine, mine's NOVAtazz Customs. I don't necessarily say that I have to be a car channel. Customize anything.
Exactly.
In fact, I say that on my thing. We customize anything. I build freaking furniture. I do artwork. I do car stuff. I do a lot of car stuff. I like car stuff. Also do video games. I can do whatever I want on my channel. I didn't box myself into a corner.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, per se, we didn't either, but
What's up, Jonathan?
I'm gonna hop off here for tonight.
All right. See you later.
Oh man, be
All right,
safe.
later.
Catch you next time.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what we're planning. We're planning on doing a step by step, which if it's not raining, I'm hoping to do something because I bought the last car I bought. I haven't climbed inside of it yet.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
reached inside the window, took parts out, but I had people that, the day I brought it home, it was a bright, beautiful, sunny day. People going by thumbs up, and every time I'd stop, got gas or something, somebody there, and I've actually got a video the day that we loaded, which I don't remember if I shared that with you personally or not. Where we loaded it, we actually pulled it back onto the rollback from the ground. We unloaded it in a park about a mile and a half up from the garage where we picked it up in, because the guy had 15 feet from a fence to his garage door. There's no way I'm getting my 32-foot gooseneck in the garage to pull it on the trailer. So I hired a rollback in the area.
Right.
And he said, well, there's a park up the road we can get into. It's got all kinds of wide open space, to do that. So, well, hell, that'll work. Because I need you. This is gonna be the quickest money you ever made. We're gonna winch the car on your trailer, and we're gonna push it across from your rollback onto my trailer. Well, but they beat me there. So the guy that owned the car and the rollback were already loading the car by the time I got to load the car backwards so that I could push it onto my trailer frontwards. That way, when I'm going down the road, I'm not deploying the roof flaps.
All right.
So we got to the park, we had to drop the car on the ground and then reload it. And there was a woman with her 2 kids there, 2 young kids and a young boy. When we were getting ready to do everything, I said, I'll be right back. I went over and said, we're going to set to unload that car, your kids, any of you NASCAR fans or anything? And what our husband is, well, I'll tell you what, how about a surprise picture for your daddy then? I said, how would the kids like to have their picture in the car? She's like, what do you mean? I said, take them over there, put them in the car and take their picture real quick if you want. Says, we're going to drop it on the ground, be easier. So whatever they want to do. Because, it's about the kids for me.
Well, and it always is. And the problem is,
all
if
that
you
kind
don't
of stuff,
get the kids into it.
Kids' eyes light up over the dumbest shit.
Right.
And something like that. So I did that, and then I asked, look, since I forgot, I'm a dumbass. I forgot it's not a GoPro, but it's a GoPro knockoff that Miss Foreman has that we
Yeah, I have
used.
one of those somewhere.
That I was going to set up and do all this, and I forgot it in the truck because I was in a hurry to get going.
The thing is
so I asked the woman, would you mind taking my tablet and recording this for me? So I got all that put together when we got the car. That I'm actually gonna set it up with like a shout out to them. Thanks to the guy that sold the car. Thanks to the rollback people for coming out and loading. The guy charged me $50 to load the car twice, haul it down the road. And, and then it probably took us 2 hours altogether by the time we loaded it. And we shot the shit with the guy that was there, which, anybody's a Corvette fan? Yeah, he's got one. Yeah. What normally is a badass supercharged Z06 from the factory. Well, the guy's been racing for 30 some odd years.
Right.
Plus he runs they have an actual automotive garage that they've run even longer.
Right.
So said Corvette was taken and, did what they did with their racing background is like, look, can we just take that car and put it on the roll cage over there?
Right.
Yeah, what we done, but yeah, he drove that and I was like, yeah, you have no shortage of toys.
I'm actually looking through the chat here, and we got the Outlaw saying he makes pennies. I doubt he makes pennies, especially with the amount of money he just spent on this freaking computer build. Classic Ride Society saying he's got a ton of views last month, made 1,000 on ads. It all depends on how many views you get. I get around 14,000 a month. I don't make a whole shit ton. I make enough for me. And then Classic Ride Society also said he thinks it's best to stick with certain genre because people look for things that they're going to be. I understand that, and yeah, the business standpoint, yes, it does make sense to stick to a certain theme. But the problem is again, that paints you into a box, and it gives you no room to expand. And I'm not here to please a particular sub. I'm here to please as big of an audience as I can. And I'm here to please myself, number one. So I'm going to do what I want to do and do the things that interest me. And if somebody else also enjoys those and wants to tag along and watch, well, then they're free to do so. But I've seen too many YouTubers get burnt out by having to do what the subs want them to do, that they no longer find enjoyment in what they're doing. This is a hobby. This is something I do for fun. This is not my main job. So it doesn't make any sense for me to burn myself out and please somebody else when this all started about me sharing a passion that I have. And my passion isn't necessarily just classic cars. My passion is trucks. My passion is cooking. My passion is woodworking and creating things in general. So I'm going to do those things. And people are either going to enjoy it or they're not.
Actually, to answer stuff with Cletus, if he's jelly about the NASCAR roller, Miss Formula should have been completely honest with him and told him that that car that we're working on is the second NASCAR roller that we picked up in 2 weeks.
Right.
It's just a more complete roller with the body on it, because we had 2 weeks before that we bought one that's a rolling roll cage with all the tube.
All right, good night, Will.
And it's going to be a 2-seater, maybe a 3-seater, depending how I configure it.
Right.
I've got to look at the tunnel room yet.
Camaro Time says he's burnt out and he does it for me. What's impeccable planning? What's that comment for?
For Will going into the junkyard on a day it's supposed to rain.
Oh, yeah, I can't tell you how many times
You're not getting up there.
The thing is like me, I used to have only like 1 day a week that I was free to be able to go out to the junkyard, and I can't tell you how many times it decided to rain on a day that I had off when it was sunny all week while I was working.
Stop.
Can't tell you how many
Welcome to
times.
my life.
I see Pete just stuck in here, Camaro Time. Yeah, opening a car lot this month. My channel will be doing more car lot, auto repair, and less other things, at least for the while. Yeah, you got to film with what you got. Not everybody has the ability to go out there and go buy purposeful things to make specific content. I got to film with what I have. If what I have on the table right now is restoring a dresser, well, then that's what I got, because, I only have so much time in a day, and that they'll do with what I got to do. If that's the content I have to film, it's the content I have to film. Not all of us, they're some of the bigger YouTubers, they can pick and choose what they're going to film because they have the time and money to do so. Smaller YouTubers don't normally have that choice unless they're a small YouTuber with lots of money. But yeah, let's see. Opening, I already read that one. Do exactly what I love. Have done it before YouTube was even thought of in mind and created. Exactly. It's exactly like classic. You do what you love. And if it's not good enough, well, then it's not good enough. I don't need YouTube. I use YouTube for the communication.
Frankly, any of this, whether no matter what media platform that you're sharing it on, if you didn't have a passion for the time that you put in to make something viewable for anybody, then you wouldn't be doing it, period.
No, because it takes a lot of time and effort. I mean, for that 10 or 20 minute video that you put up, if you do any sort of more than basic editing, more than just throwing the clips together and hitting render. So if you're cutting and editing the clips so they fit a certain time or to music, or you're changing the color balance. Lucy's having fun with you, apparently.
She turned up on my computer about swatted out of the fucking air.
Right. If you're doing any sort of actual in-depth editing, you're looking at hours worth of work on the computer editing. Not to mention the time and money you have into the rig to edit with, because we just built this computer, a couple months ago. And I told you guys last week, it wasn't enough. I spent $800.
Sean, I know what the problem Elliot's having.
What? Did he put on Axe this morning and he just can't get the pussy to stay away?
Now I'll put this in the live stream if you can, or not in the live, in the chat.
Oh dear.
I can find it. Oh, it's clean. It's clean. It'll be funny, but people may get a kick out of it in the
Maybe.
live stream. You can find a way to share it. This is what the cat's problem is, and she's trying to convey that message to him.
All right, hold on.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny?
I can't get it. I can't get it to come in clear.
She's trying to tell him. He won't listen.
I have two black cats there, Camaro time. In fact, actually, I have the door closed so they can't get in here. But the blizzard when we were in a junkyard, I still have those pictures too.
I have to say, you gotta share a picture of our current project that you got working on. If you have anything viewable up here, like you did before.
What do you mean?
Like you did, like the current project you're working on, or I'm working on, or Elliot might be working on.
Yeah, except for I had a problem with it wanting to mess with the aspect ratio and stuff. It was screwing with Streamlabs. I tried doing it because I was going to share all the pictures from the Facebook page of all the people that we had that shared their pictures today. And I tried bringing it up, and it started messing with my freaking my like I see, like I have the little animated border around everything, and it starts throwing the picture and making it bigger or smaller. It just makes it all screwy. Changes the aspect ratio and shit. Editing a real time killer, and I know the Outlaw puts a ton of time in his. Yes, we did. Speaking of Camaro time and the Outlaw in here, went and put this whole computer together, and I was doing just fine using Filmora. Switched over to DaVinci Resolve, and what I didn't take into effect when I built this computer is how GPU intensive DaVinci Resolve is. I'm running an RX 570 GPU and a AMD Ryzen 5 2600 GPU. Got plenty of RAM, but DaVinci Resolve is literally maxing out both my GPU and my CPU, just running a couple simple edits. So I actually have to go back out and I have to upgrade my GPU at least. If not my CPU as well, and dump more money into this computer just to be able to come out with videos. So YouTube is not cheap. Yeah, I need to do. I need to pick up at least a AMD. What was it? An RX 5700, Biggie?
Yeah.
Yep, I need at least a 5700, which is about a $300 or $400 graphics card. And looking that if I want to get a decent CPU, it's going to be another, what, $300 for an 8-core AMD? So, yeah, I'm looking at basically almost doubling what I put in this computer already just to get it up to where DaVinci Resolve needs to run. So, yeah, so much fun. And I really haven't even made any new content because I haven't been out to the truck. See you later, Will. Again. I have a lot of time to edit videos, and I'm all caught up with now. I need to make more content. Yeah, the problem is I need to make more content, but the other thing is I need to get a program. I need to get my computer up to the task of being able to do those said programs. I mean, I could go back and go use Filmora still. And I could easily knock out another video quickly. But yeah, I still only have a couple videos that I can edit. Gary Clutch and Bro, don't run multiple projects in the same folder. I don't. What I was doing was using the Fusion, and that's what did it. It killed it. I just have a Dell XPS about 4 years old, and it runs fine. Yeah, but it depends on what's in it. I don't know. I might talk to some of you guys about fiddling with settings and different things. But yeah, it's frustrating. All right, let's go. Let's go with this next topic here.
Yeah,
Chris?
I'll have to ask my buddy if he wants to come up in your show here. If you want information or a chat on Street Legal, because he's the one that actually started a Facebook group on it.
All right.
And yeah, which he let me drive his Street Legal sprint car. Just like, yeah.
All right. Chris, what's in the truck?
What's in the truck?
That's
I'll
our
tell you,
favorite
why don't you
segment.
make it a contest? The first person that can guess what's in the truck, and you can give them 50 points.
All right, guys.
Except for Miss Formula, because she already knows.
What is Chris hauling this week? Am I allowed to guess?
Come out of Washington.
Come out of Washington?
State of Washington.
Washington?
Nope, actually, Wapato and Orondo, Washington. It was a two-stop pickup for the same product.
Okay. All right, guys. Let me know. What do you think is in Chris's truck, man? What's he hauling tonight?
And we can even give a hint.
Hand sanitizer.
No, it's something you can eat.
It's edible. He runs a refrigerated truck. Right?
It's edible, and yes, and it is as it's as favorable as the sport of baseball would have the same type of reputation in the country.
All right, so it is a U.S. staple coming out of Washington, and it's in a refrigerated truck. There's your clues, guys. First person to guess it, plant-based hot dogs. Hot dogs. Not out of Washington. Hot dogs are actually, but you want to be freaking honest, there's something you guys probably don't know. Do you know how many hot dogs come out of Reading, PA? How many hot dog companies?
Someone threw a spike strip in front of his Camaro, plant-based meat. Man, get out of here. I wouldn't haul this shit. Nope.
Yeah, actually,
we'll give you another hint. This same product can be made into butter or sauce, and it's not milk.
Butter or sauce, and it's not milk. Not apple pie, I'm going to guess, because I don't think you can make apple pie into butter.
Well, he's the closest. He's actually got it.
What about coffee?
Nope.
Not coffee.
He got it with his first guess.
He got it with his first guess.
Yep. What is it? What is as American as baseball for dessert?
Apple pie.
No,
Yep.
I know what it is. I can't.
He already said it. Yeah, he already said it.
It's not apple pie though.
Oh.
No, not the pie itself, but
Come on, guys. Come on. This is like smacking you guys in the face, and it's not.
it literally is right now.
He
I
hauls-
mean, literally.
There we go. Cletus got it. Because this is something see. The other thing is again, you watch this show often enough. He has the same several runs over and over. If he's not hauling wine and cheese or clams or apples or what was some of the other shit you freaking haul?
Eggs. Every now and then we haul some ice cream. Deli meats from Applegate. You know, all their products. Turkey sausage and God, you name it. God, they got so goddamn much stuff they make. It's
All right.
Crazy.
So
turkey bacon.
Cletus,
You know, most of all that stuff
with
goes east, but
you now
goes west.
have-
Most of everything coming east, especially out of Washington, we're one of four things:
60 points.
asparagus, rhubarb, apples, pears, or cherries. Five
Okay.
things.
There's another thing I need to do, and if anybody can remember, I need to let me put this up in here first. I need everybody that's in the chat right now to type in exclamation and then the word points. All right? I need to make sure you guys get your points here. And anybody who just left, so Will, definitely need to make sure Just know how many points you have, because I'm going to give everybody points for being here at 11 o'clock, even though it's now almost... I never did the 10 o'clock ones. It's now almost 11. So everybody gets 50 points that's in the chat right now. And nobody reminded me, man.
Oof.
And with the apple conversation, we are a variety because it's never the same apple. It's usually a mixed load. You know, it's all apples, but it'll be a mix of Granny Smith, Red Delicious,
All right.
Honeycrisp, Golden Delicious.
You know what? I don't know.
Granny Smith.
I don't know if Streamlabs is working again.
Fusions.
I think it's being freaking retarded again.
And they're different sizes.
This
I keep
cloud
hoping
bot
I'll
is
get a load just to show you guys one time of those ones that they throw out there. They're as big as a cantaloupe. One apple will make a full pie.
Goddamn.
Yeah, they're huge.
Oh, I don't know. Streamlabs is apparently deciding it doesn't want to work again as far as their bot system. I have the most amount of freaking frustration with that freaking bot because it goes in and out. Like the last time I saw it post anything was way back. Yeah, when I did the top last time, and then it stopped doing it. It is so frustrating. Exclamation point hop. That doesn't count. Anyway.
Not even an exclamation point.
Is it? Yes, it is. Oh, no, it's
No,
IHOP.
capital
All right, you got me on that one. I didn't even fucking notice that shit. Anyway, you guys got the points anyway. It's being annoying. But yeah. Anyway.
Hey, you got to Camaro. You got to other than that. They don't make much shit out there that ain't plant based.
Right. All right. Let's see.
Including the retards.
Oh my
What
god.
else do we got going? We don't have anything new wrong with the truck, right?
Well, actually, the
That's
new
fine.
truck does. If you want to call it new truck.
Oh, what's wrong with the truck?
First
All right, hold on,
large
hold on.
trip after the rebuild,
I'll be right back.
and we've done 2-gallon oil through it because it's got leaks. Great shop.
You have leaks in the new truck already, huh?
Yep, brand new engines. First big trip out. Got less than 10,000 miles on it, off of a complete
Is that the same
rebuild.
one? Is that the same one that just ended up in the shop because it blew up?
Blew the head gasket down at the market in Philly. Yep.
Blew the head gasket. Now it's got fucking oil issues.
Yep. They ripped it down, did a full rebuild on it, and it's leaking at the back of the valve cover. There looks like a leak on some sensor or something on the side of the block, but I put 2-gallon oil through it on this trip coming back in.
Oh, that sucks.
And probably you'll use another half a gallon by the time, which I could understand a gallon because it's going to be seating the rings and stuff, you know. Plus it's a Detroit, which they're notorious for internal leaks at some point anyways till they seal up. But, you know, 2 gallons excessive.
Yeah.
And at $35,000 for a freaking rebuild, yeah.
They were talking about their favorite trucking movie and making you want to go out and be a truck driver. I would have to say mine would be ones that I remember the most. Remember the one with Arnold, and he did he was doing the arm wrestling challenge to win the new truck.
Over the top.
Yeah,
Sylvester Stallone.
that was Sylvester Stallone. Okay, it's not Arnold. That was one of my favorites, along with Convoy. It's another one of my favorites. I mean, besides Smokey and the Bandit. I mean, but you know those
Black Dog.
Black Dog.
Arnold
Yep.
Schwarzenegger. Brain
Patrick,
fart.
was it Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, Patrick Swayze. Yeah, Black Dog.
Yep. But you know, those movies from the late 70s, early 80s, back when they used to actually do stunts with real vehicles and shit, those are the movies that got me into cars. And that was actually from before my time because I was born in 83. But yeah, those movies are what stuck with me. You know, the original Gone in 60 Seconds. Bullet, yep. What is it? The other one with the white Mopar. Vanishing Point. You know, those are the movies that stuck with me. I mean, even if you go up into like the 80s and you go into what is it, Wraith? Movies like that. Those are what stick with me. Christine, yep, I have.
If you like the older Mopar.
Hey, you know this. I mean,
Mopar.
you look at what is my Nova's nickname? Mm-hmm. That's the name of my Nova. Is yep. Christine. Then again, the name of my.
Except she never choked your girlfriend.
No, just about killed her a few times. There's a reason why she got the nickname Christine. And it does all have to revolve around things that mysteriously broke or fixed themselves, girlfriends having spiders sicked on them, car doors shut on them, car doors not opening.
60 series Cletus.
Car doors not opening. Literally, I've had the car not let people out of it. All kinds of stuff. That car was you know, it was not nice to anybody but me. But yeah, that was, and I miss that car. I mean, I really do. It does. Oh well, there's Streamlabs. Streamlabs has decided to work again. But yeah, it does. It had a mind of its own. I remember the one time back when it still had the inline six in it, and I had it parked out in the driveway. I had it fired up and running, and it was warming up. And my mom made a negative comment in the house towards the car. The car shut off. Right out in the, I mean, I wasn't even out there. The car just died. And it would. If you said something nasty about it, it wouldn't start or it would die. It was weird. You know, but one day I'll have that car back on the road. 68 convertible. She killed the power tools and the air compressor.
Yeah, I was young and dumb once. I could have had a street rocket, but what do you do? But an old 76 Olds Omega, which is basically a Chevy Nova, but the Oldsmobile style.
Yeah, it's an X-body.
I had it, and it was cheap. It was a Southern car. I paid $100 for it. Come up out of Florida. The guy built an engine, dropped it in it, had a 250 straight 6 Chevy in it.
Yeah.
And he bought it in Florida to drive home. And, well, the time where I was living was home for him. And parked it, and I asked him about it. Young dumb, he said, "Yeah, give me $100 for it. You can have it." I bought it, and I think I drove it a year. Transmission went out, swapped the transmission out again, drove it, I think, another 3 months, and the engine tossed a rod bearing.
Oh.
I had an old 403 with a turbo 400 behind it that I could have dropped in it, and was living in a spot where the landlord said the car's got to go. So
I've been there.
We played target practice in Hammer. We smashed a bunch of shit out of it and took it to a junkyard.
Oh, that sucks.
I was like, yeah, damn,
I
had put that engine tranny in it, but I didn't ever cut back tires on it after that.
Right. I had a 89 Jeep Cherokee Limited, 4-wheel drive, factory sunroof, the vinyl interior, so not the cloth interior, it was all vinyl. And it had the gold snowflake rims on it with the black with the gold graphics package. Now, granted, the whole truck was painted in Rust-Oleum black, so all the graphics package was painted over. But it still was one of those, you know, pretty rare limited, especially with a factory sunroof. A lot of them had the sunroof put in at the dealerships, which those ones were horrible.
Did you have the V8 in it?
No, I had the inline six, which is actually better than the V8 anyway. I would have preferred the inline six over the V8. The V8's cool. Inline six pulls more. Pulls more and it pours more low. So I ended up swapping the head out with a high flow, an HO head with HO injectors, and put all brand new shocks all the way around. It was a decent little truck. But the spring perches rotted out in the front. And I was at a point where I was living, I couldn't, bust out a welder and weld in new pieces of, frame and all of that shit. And I ended up selling it for like $400. And yeah, I hated that because that truck was fun. I had 4 spotlights on the front. So it had the 2 headlights, and then it had like a frown upside down smile of spotlights in the front grille. Sitting on some off-road tires, and it had a push bar in the front. Decent little. I have it in one of the shots of me pulling it with my Nova. Well, not me pulling the Jeep pulling the Nova. When I was doing the engine swap in the Nova, and I went from the V8, the inline six to the V8. But I've had enough shipping cars here, there, and everywhere because where I lived didn't like the fact that they were there. I'm actually happy that I'm in a place now where I don't really have to worry about that much. Camaro time leaving?
Nice, Z.
Oh, Z Outlaw's going. Okay. See you later, Z. Any log exempt in 2018. I don't know what that is. That for the truck, Chris?
All right. That's other than it's a dog and won't climb a hill for shit.
No, he said the E-log exempt in 2018.
Yeah, that's a 1998 engine, so it makes it E-log exempt under the current logbook rules that they come out with last December. Which they've been implementing, where everybody 2000 and newer has to run an electronically tethered log tethered to the computer on the truck. That when you start moving the truck, automatically puts you into driving mode.
Yeah, and the thing is that it's just going to end up killing the trucking industry, because people aren't going to be able to make any money, and if they can't make any money, they're not going to want to freaking do it. They're not going to be able to get drivers to do it.
Yeah, plus you're on a time crunch because you have a 14-hour window to do everything in your day. So if you're feeling a little tired, or you're a little bit sick, or you eat something the night before,
you can't take a nap in the middle of the day and then get back going later, because
now you don't have
can't
that
clock
option.
in and clock out.
Away from us.
Yeah, you can't clock in and clock out. You can't make your own schedule.
Nope. Where me, I still can, because I'm exempt from all that bullshit. I don't have any of the emissions that all the newer trucks have.
Yeah, hopefully your freaking boss keeps. Exempt. Yeah, hopefully your boss keeps freaking buying vehicles that are older than 2000. You watch the prices for this.
Like I said, all you gotta have is the engine. We have a 2018 Peterbilt with a 1998 engine, so we're exempt from all the bullshit because of the engine bit. I mean, give them time; they're gonna take that away from us too.
Yeah, they'll start closing up loopholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the port of California and LA did. They come out and they said anybody that has a truck that's this old, you're no longer allowed in the port to pull out of the port because you're not emissions compliant with the state emission standards.
Yeah.
Basically it forced everybody that run in and out of there to go buy a newer truck.
Wow.
A classic case of big brother government socialism at work.
It's a bunch of people thinking that they're trying to make something better when they don't really understand what they're actually doing. I mean, that's exactly what it is.
All the travel centers of America truck stops, the ones that haven't shut their restaurants and put in fast food only, thank you corporate, dumbasses, that with all this COVID shit going on, have now implemented a 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. hours of service.
Yeah, what about all you people that freaking are night driving? How many truck drivers drive at night?
Anywhere from quite a few. The ones that aren't running, most places you go to deliver anymore in these food warehouses, their appointments start at midnight. So anywhere from midnight to 9 a.m. in the morning, you're either doing deliveries or you've done your deliveries and now you're going and doing pickups. So you could be from 6 a.m. to noon, 1 o'clock, doing pickups to get loaded with your next load. Then you find a truck stop and it's time to shut down, get your shower, get a meal. Guess what? Restaurant's closed. Hey, you're shit out of luck. And half of them would shut the restrooms down in that particular part of the facility, so you don't have a restroom to use. Well, I fueled up at the TA in North Bend, Washington, which is about 45 to 50 miles east of Seattle.
Yeah.
And they have a little separate building. You've got you used to have your like roller grill, deli grill, hot dogs,
Yeah.
that type of shit, fast food type shit, soda machine and coffee.
You used to have that all
right
on the
there,
freaking main
donuts
section.
or whatever. And they've shut all that shit down. You go in, you buy fuel, you can't even get a cup of coffee. It's like, who the hell heard of a truck stop that doesn't serve coffee? Especially the fuel element. They shut theirs down.
Yeah, that's just it's all ridiculous. Hey, do you have your backlight on there, Chris?
Yeah.
Can't see your Peterbilt sign. What gives?
It's not stretched out right, and I probably got the camera angled a little bit wrong.
Oh,
No,
for
we
Christ's sake.
can see it. It's just very dim. Normally, it's really bright.
Yeah,
lit
I mean,
up.
I'm actually losing some light on the side because somebody took the blanket down when it was in the shop, and I don't have it rehung and stretched tight enough.
Yeah, I can see it kind of. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Just like
Yeah,
I know we're not gonna be able to see your face. You're driving and all that shit, but normally we can at least see the Peterbilt sign. Stupid thing, but just it is. Let's see what we got going on here. We can give away some more loyalty points here.
So it's just, it's crazy everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. And then the places you have open, oh, hey, guess what? We're serving. Come through our drive-through.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
I'm in
We're
a big
too
truck.
big to come through your drive-through. Can we walk up and order something? I mean, we do. We don't do walk-up orders.
No, of course not, because you can't
You got the
accommodate a
lobby
trucker.
shut down. What the hell do you do?
Well, if you go to a McDonald's or something, you do what I do, and you just fucking order through under their freaking app thingies and have them fucking come out to you. Park your big ass rig in that little tiny.
The problem with that is a lot of places do that. Okay, they'll come out and deliver to a car, but they won't come out and deliver to a truck.
Yeah, it's like they really don't think about shit.
It's stupid. Thank God for Grubhub. I've been in places, but since this shit started, and it don't matter where I'm at. The times I've used Grubhub, they have no problem coming to the truck at all. Just tell me where you're at. I mean, I did. Hey, I'll be honest. I played lazy. Well, I wasn't so much lazy because it was when I was on crutches.
All right.
I had a delivery about 5 hours later up the road. I parked in the truck stop that had a Denny's inside it. And I didn't feel like hobbling from where I parked into the building. So I called Grubhub. I said, hey, pick it up at Denny's and deliver in the parking lot out back.
Yeah, and the thing is that sucks though, because now you have to pay extra for them to deliver it 20 feet because you can't fucking go get it.
Yeah, which is a bit, it was a minor headache.
Right.
But, I said, hey, I kind of feel like a dumbass doing this. He said, hell, don't worry about it. I do this all the time. Come out here and get stuff and deliver to the guys out here in the lot.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous though, because again, you're sitting here having to spend extra money for something that they should be able to fucking do. They should have an option in the app for truck drivers. Hey, big rig
the restaurants
in the parking lot.
Especially now, should have an option of bringing the shit out.
Yeah. And the other thing is
why
you
not?
guys also think about it. Okay, if you're in a town or whatever that has a a restaurant, the lobbies are now closed. Okay, you're within walking distance. You're in a town. You may or may not have a car because you either A, can't afford it, or it's not really feasible because you're in a town. You don't need one. You'd have to have somewhere to park it and everything else. What about all those people that either A, live in an apartment that don't have, a kitchenette in there?
Parking.
Well, not just that, but what about if you're...
Yeah, don't have a little kitchen.
Yeah, if you're in an efficiency or whatever, you can't cook. You used to go out to restaurants to go eat, but now you can't even go into a restaurant because you can't get through the drive-thru because you don't have a car, and the lobbies aren't open.
Anybody that does live in one of them that has a microwave, I'll guarantee you sick of microwave food.
Oh, yeah. I lived at a motel for a week because I was in between houses. The house that I had to leave, obviously I had to leave, and the house that I was starting rent didn't open up until the end of the week. I'll tell you what, that week sucked. I hated freaking, because again, freaking, I had a microwave. That was it. And yeah, it was annoying. I can imagine people that live there all the freaking time. And the thing is an efficiency ends up actually costing you more money at the end of the day than it does, actually owning a regular house or renting a regular house, because the fact of how much stuff you have to do, like eating out and everything like that. Mrs. Formula is asking Biggie, are you okay? Because you're not speaking.
Yeah, I'm fine.
He's just busy playing a video game.
Yeah.
BMG Drive or something else?
War Thunder.
War Thunder? Yeah, I still have to switch that over. I downloaded it on my Xbox so that way I could switch my profile over to the PC version so that way I could play on the PC, and I never switched the account over. Oh. I'm thinking about getting, actually I'm not thinking, I know I'm getting the new Snow Runner. You don't know if any of you guys have watched my channel long enough. I used to play a game called Spin Tires. I used to post it on here. It didn't get very many views. But it's a logging game based in Russia. And your object is to get these trucks through very, would you say, treacherous trails to deliver the logs from the logging yard to the lumber mill.
Yeah, treacherous is a good word.
But the thing is it's not just logging trucks. You have 4x4s, you have all kinds of stuff, and there's a bunch of mods for it. Well, then they came out with a game called Mud Runner, which is the new version of Spin Tires. And their latest game is coming out is called Snow Runner, and it's based in the US and in Russia. And I'm definitely thinking about picking that up and seeing if Biggie and a few of us other people can start getting into some shenanigans and post it on YouTube. Because, oh my god, the shenanigans were real when we used to play that. I mean, you're talking about falling, 8x8 big-ass freaking trucks with full double tandem trailers off the side of a freaking mountain that's several hundred feet up. And then you have to rescue the truck.
Mm-hmm.
It is a fun-ass game, and I can't wait for the new one to come out. I mean, I could play Mud Runner now, but I'm definitely looking at getting the new one. They have all kinds of licensed trucks, and the physics are freaking awesome. So I don't know if that's something you guys are wanting to watch or whatever. I guess my Streamlabs is not working again because I typed it in and it didn't freaking go in. But anyway, I don't know if it's something you guys are into watching or not, but I definitely will be streaming it over on Twitch. Same name, NOVAtazz. You can find me over there. And I was playing some Gears 5 yesterday. There was one, I'm not sure if you've seen that clip yet, Biggie, but I got a pretty big jump scare. There was a spot where you are like searching an abandoned train, and you are, it tells you to go search the back of the train to see if there's anything back there that's useful. I had a freaking huge ass fucking monster hiding in the dark just behind the train. Came around the freaking corner and I wasn't paying attention. I was just freaking chilling. It was like, just looks like a simple mission or whatever. Came around and it fucking was there, and I jumped out of my skin. But yeah, I'm horrible with jump scares. They make me jump, definitely. Apparently you were talking and cursing, Biggie.
No.
Was there something in your game that was frustrating you?
Yeah.
Did you get shot? Or stuck?
No, my teammates are about useless in this. Oh my god. Oh, this is garbage.
This might actually be a short stream tonight. We didn't ever even top. I don't think we even topped 10 views today. No, we had 11. We had 11 a few times.
Which in a way is really amazing when you got the whole country under this gag order to stay home. You think stuff would be busier now.
Yeah, you think I'd have more people watching. But then again, they're probably watching something that's more entertaining than I am. Oh, I'm kind of glad we didn't have $6 in chat revenue though. 6 concurrent viewers, 6 lights, and 0 chat revenue.
Just tell them, hang out, everybody, hang out. If you're offended by an opinion, don't leave.
Don't leave.
Because we
Just voice
guarantee
it.
within 10 minutes, something else is going to piss you off even worse. Glad to be of assistance.
Glad to bring some excitement to your blood pressure this week.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, Cletus, Easter is this morning. I don't see where anybody needs to be doing something celebrating Easter at freaking 11 o'clock at night. I'm just saying.
Unless they got their own version of Easter Bunny Playboy model.
There you go. Stuffing the Easter bunny full of eggs. Oh my god, that's horrible.
And it's not like Christmas. It's not like Christmas with a spiked eggnog. There's not like any specific Easter drink that I'm aware of.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna offend some religious people at the moment here. Everybody bitches. What's with the Easter bunny and eggs and things like that for Easter. People don't understand why those things came to be. You need to know your history a little bit and go back before Christians took over the world. Easter was originally a pagan holiday. It was originally to celebrate. Let me get back here. All right, let's see here. All right, so
Come on.
The rabbit itself is revered in lore, even in pre-Christian times, that it is seen as a holy creature associated with fertility and returning of spring, hence the rabbit. Many old religions had a spring goddess, a special deity who breathed life back into the world, both banishing old man winter and encouraging the growth of things to grow and living things to mate. She also went by many names. Scandinavians called her Orstra, and Anglo-Saxons Istra. I'm probably butchering these names. And those who lived in the region that is now Germany knew her as Estre. And the egg is a common symbol of paganism during spring. The egg is used as a symbol of new life, fertility, and reminds us of a circle of life. Hence why Easter is associated with eggs and rabbits. And why we celebrate
Get laid,
Easter.
yolk the egg.
Huh?
Get laid, yolk the egg.
Right. The English word for Easter comes from the Saxon pagan goddess. Her name was Eostre, Eostre, and she was a goddess of the growing light of spring in Northern Europe. So yes, the history of Easter originated in pagans in Northern Europe, and when Christianity took over and tried to convert as many of the Northern Europeans over to Christianity as they could, they kept a lot of their traditions and then just tweaked them to have a Christian theme. So, like I said, the original version of Easter is the coming of spring, and it is to celebrate the coming of spring. And in pagan religion, rabbits and eggs are a symbol of springtime. So there you go. Little history of all of the poor, confused people that do not understand why there are Easter bunnies and eggs on a holiday supposedly to celebrate the coming of Christ.
Wonder no more.
All right, because it has nothing technically to do with Christ, nor does it have anything to do with any of that. But yep, most Christianity holidays resonate from a pagan history, and will have a pagan background if you dig far enough into them. Probably people got earlier so that maybe I don't force people to come here. I don't. You either come here or you don't. And anybody that wants to hang here, my doors are open, and we will be here every Sunday from 9 p.m. until the chat dies. So, yep, that's what it is. Oh, you know, Christmas. Pagan version of Christmas was basically almost like Robin Hood. Christmas was a giant party in paganism where they basically robbed from the rich and gave to the poor.
Oh.
It was all about sex and stealing.
On top.
A lot of pagan holidays have a lot to do with sex. Just saying.
Sex and drugs. Forget the rock and roll.
Right?
Although there was a few rocks rolled down the mountains, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Just crush his walls.
Yeah.
Catapult!
Oh.
New word instead of salad bar. But catapult!
Oh my God, you're horrible, Chris. That's why we have you here, right? So have we offended anybody today? We will never know.
What I'd really like to know, it'd be interesting to go back in history if you had a time machine to watch one of those attacks once, just to see how many of the jugged up drunk jackasses climbed on top of the rock and got shot over the wall with a rock without forethought of how am I going to land? Or where am I going to land? Because you know there was some crazy SOB that jumped in the basket. Send me in, Captain, I got him.
Hey. Remember, this is also coming from the same time period where everybody thought it was okay to crawl up a wooden horse's ass to get through the walls.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Helen.
You ever seen that that little video clip of the guy smashing the spider on the kitchen floor with a broom? And then all the little tiny spiders that go running out from underneath the broom.
Yeah, the wolf spider.
Oh my God, that's all I can think of when I think of the Trojan War and that horse. You have this freaking they just have this horse going through the gates, and then someone tries to squish the horse, and all the freaking Trojans come running out of the freaking horse. You thought you had problems with the giant spider, now you have a bunch of little ones.
We got them sons of bitches running around out there by the house. I went to stomp on one in the garage for one time. She was like, "No, what? Don't spray it with something. Why?" Well, I found one in the driveway one time, so I did that. It's like, ah, damn, look at that. It went from a damn spider to a dandelion dust ball. Look at the little bastards going everywhere. Because that's exactly what it reminds. Like picking a dandelion. Okay. You ever do it with your kids? Yep. You pick a dandelion and then you blow it and you blow it. And it
just scatters everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the spider did. Stomp it. It's like,
well, if you've ever played a video game, can't tell me how many video games have that enemy where you hit it and it explodes into a bunch of tiny little enemies. Let's see. There's a bunch of games that have that. Where like you shoot it and it breaks up into a bunch of little smaller enemies. Asteroids was like that. I mean, if we want to go back far enough, got to go back to something that you would remember, Chris.
Hey, you get back to the age of Space Invaders now, and if he was in the city, they were called cockroaches.
Definitely, we need to give Chris some our thanks for serving over in Afghanistan. Definitely, will always take time to salute somebody who has served for this country to help me to be able to do this. Because if it wasn't for the men and women that have served and defended this country, I couldn't sit here and entertain you. So.
Come on.
Are you that annoyed with that statement there, Biggie?
No, my teammates are absolutely worthless.
Well, maybe you should see if maybe Cletus plays that game. At least he knows. At least he probably knows combat strategy.
Because I'd literally be wasting my time.
What?
Thinking my teammates have any brain cells. They literally let enemies just go down their entire side of the map, hit the end, keep following the map, and they're pretty much behind our spawn now.
Right. Yeah, it is frustrating playing. Well, then again, I'm not very good at military logic either, so I can't tell you how many times. Well, actually, I think even when we was playing Spin Tires, you spent more time rescuing my freaking dumbass from falling off a freaking cliff than we did actually accomplishing anything. Which is fun for me. I mean, what was it? Bow Bros or something that I've been watching recently on YouTube, where they're doing a bunch of spin tire mud runner stuff, and it's funny because one of his buddies is always like flipping his truck over, and and they're always constantly having to rescue him. It's absolutely hilarious. Cletus says he plays GTA 5, Minecraft, and Call of Duty. I'm trying to get into that new Call of Duty, the Warzone.
Warzone. What the frig was that?
What?
Some actual horse shit.
Literally? They edited
Dude,
horse shit into your game?
Take shots at me in a position I literally cannot take shots at them, and then they kill me, and I spot on my next vehicle, and the same thing happens, and then I'm stuck in a freaking vehicle that can't damage the ground vehicles I'm running into, and then I'm just like the easiest of pickings. Like
you always end up in a bad lobby, don't you?
this is ridiculous.
Uh,
All our team had to do is go over and hold C, and they can't even do that, and now they're just freaking everywhere, and we can't even stay alive.
so they're like the wolf spider.
I mean, the wolf spider has some kind of, defense.
No, I'm saying they're like the wolf spider. You poked it, now they're a bunch of freaking tiny little angry hornets that are kicking your ass.
There are 2 people on my team who have 2 kills. There are 2 people on their team that have 4, 1 with 3, and at least 5 with 2.
Yeah.
Isn't even a. Excuse me.
He said,
Yeah, it's just funny.
What's up?
You
What's
think
up?
about the
Sorry,
wolf
been
spider and all the
playing.
babies on their back. People that are paranoid about people staring at them, if they ever see a wolf spider and then magnified to see all the eyes that are looking at you, they'd really be paranoid.
Right. Mitch says, what's up? Sorry, I've been playing Valorant all weekend. What is Valorant? I've seen it on Twitch. I just don't know what it is.
No idea. One of my coworker's brother plays that.
You have to give us some freaking inside information there, Michigan. I've seen it on Twitch. I haven't really watched anybody play it. I haven't seen it on any of my like gaming circles of stuff that they're suggesting to me. But I'm looking at playing Forza 7, Gears of War 5, The Isle, which is a dinosaur game, Mud Runner. I have Spin Tires still. I just don't have it downloaded. New Riot beta game, kind of like CS:GO or Counter-Strike. Okay. Isn't CS:GO? Isn't that Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
So it's just another send team in, try to take over bases and not die. Oh.
What the? Oh my fucking Christ!
He does not exist. At least not for you, apparently.
Why do I even try?
I don't know. It's amusing watching you try.
Dude, I don't understand how my teammates get to as high of a rank as they do on here playing like this.
Yeah. Any of you guys in chat play Mud Runner? Let me know. I really want to play. I just need a team of people. So Mud Runner's not as much fun playing by yourself.
Well, naturally.
No, you need a group of idiots to play with. That's a game where it's fun to play with idiots. Because if everybody's too good, it's not actually that fun. You got to get into the stupid situations and try to recover your trucks. He is playing War Thunder. If you know E enough, he is always cursing in his video games, whether it's Forza and the time penalties or stupid idiots that play that game.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
Well, earlier when I started raging, I was getting shot at by something really stupid, and I can actually show you guys how absolutely broken this vehicle is. Hang on.
I get a screen share?
Yeah. So now let me go back into the game. And where is it?
I gotta allow it. There you go.
All right. So we go to preview, and this is a Swedish Swedish main battle tank from the Cold War. Notice there's no turret. It's because the whole vehicle will pitch up and down and left and right, and I can actually show you this.
Oh, that's gross. So it has like no maneuverability. You have to turn the whole damn tank to freaking aim.
Yeah, but you can also, it's really broken too at the same time. Because say this isn't the best map for it, but just because I can screw this guy. And it bounced, never mind, whatever. I don't even see it spit the shell out too. But you literally aim the whole vehicle up and down and left and right, and
Oh, that's
because of the way it does it, you like as literally as soon as you get your gun up above a hill, that's all you need. You don't have to expose. Oh crap! Hang on. Nope. Game. Nope. Fine. Just turn already. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I can do that. I can. Like this up here is a lot more effective armor than this is down here. And
Right.
if you don't show this, it can't get hit.
All right.
But now if I go back to the hangar, I can show you just how much more effective it is. So let's see. I was driving.
Gas up here is about 190-ish.
This. I was driving this when it killed me, and probably the best shell would be probably this one, and it was about. That's about accurate. Now, see, I have a chance to do damage if I hit it here. Not really, because it just bounces off. But if I hit it here, all I'm going to do is damage its transmission. No, not even. This thing is literally impervious.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
I mean, it's also kind of broken. Like, if I hit it there... See, there's a fuel tank way back here, but it, because of what type of shell this is, it won't do anything. What if I use this kind of shell? Yep. Ricochet. There, I could do something there. I can hit its fuel tank. That's it. Literally, the only way you can really kill this is to hit this itty bitty little thing,
Right.
and even there, it only killed one crew member. This is the only vehicle, one of the only vehicles in the game that can operate with one crew member, because in real life, this vehicle can.
All right.
Pretty much the only way to kill it would be, let me see, something stupid.
I like how you can run a simulation on it.
Yeah, what you do is you get this little goddamn go-kart, and you get this big-ass fucking bomb, and you just shoot right there, and you take out just about everything. Just about.
Well, damn.
Or if you really want to tell them you're not happy with them. No, I mean, all these would be more than sufficient, but you get... Where the hell is it? Am I, like, blind? No, it's right here. No, you get this big old hulking mass of... Oh, it's going to bounce. There. And it does take out everything.
He says that War Thunder looks like trash. Well, it's a free-to-play game. It's not a massive...
It's not like... Hang on a second. I did have my phone on so I can keep an eye on the chat.
Yeah, see, the secret to success? Find the redneck, a few beers and Taco Bell. He's 18 foot tall and bulletproof.
Hang on a second.
Oh.
I could show you guys this broken thing. All right, 120 millimeter gun, it says right there. 5 inches.
Didn't end up getting the Sonoma, though. Guy thought the 03 with 143,000 needed brake lines and lots of suspension and leaking oil was worth. No, I don't think so either. Definitely not worth 1,500.
Oh, look at this bold guy sticking his head up. All right. Now then, how fast do you guys think this thing could fire?
I don't know. I don't know.
How often? Every 4 seconds? 5 seconds?
I guess. I don't know. There are people in chat that would know more than me.
All right. Here we go.
Well, it's just like fucking rapid machine gun, man.
Pretty much. And then... There we go. And... You see. There? Nope. I was 7 shots faster than another vehicle in the game could put 6 shots downrange.
Oh my god, freaking stupid idiots. Can you pull up Mud Runner? Are you loading into a game?
Yeah.
I mean, this one isn't much different than tanks, except for the fact that
No, this is much different than tank. It's the same idea as tanks, but
yeah, you got
much more
planes and
realistic.
boats and everything else in it.
In tanks, you get shot somewhere and it takes a certain number of hit points. There's no hit points on here. You have crew members, and when all but one of them is dead, you're dead.
Well, what about if you kill the tank?
You don't kill a tank, you kill its crew.
No.
I mean, technically you can kill a tank, but I mean, it's got to have like no armor like this thing, and you got to hit it in something structurally significant, like this engine right here or the transmission. It's called a hull break, where you literally just damage the vehicle so horribly, and stuff like moves around too. Like you could see the ammo down here turning with the turret.
Yeah.
And you see how my gun is slow but very stable on the move.
So you gotta go get blown up for us?
What?
I said
Probably.
you're gonna go get blown up for us?
And you never know, I might do some blowing up.
Ugh.
Either myself or unto other people.
So what games are you guys into in the chat down there? I saw that, like I said, I saw Cletus said he had, or was it mine? No, that was not that. I saw you said Minecraft and something else he had. I don't know where I saw that at. Pilot, yeah. I'm surprised you're still in here, Pilot. What's up?
See, he's old and retired, and I'm damn near there.
Yeah, but you still play video games, don't you, Chris?
I couldn't tell you last time I played a video game,
Oh,
to be honest.
I enjoyed it. It's an escape from having to deal with bullshit. I mean, where
Yeah.
else am I going to be able to drive a fucking, 2016 Viper? There's no way in my current status I'm going to be able to get behind the wheel of a real one.
Oh, here we go.
My daddies aren't rich.
That was garbage.
Well, you seem to be on fire there, buddy.
Yeah. And the round just keeps on going through.
That opened you up like a can of sardines.
That's why I hate that thing. This thing's light, not fast enough for how light it is. And can literally just be, I don't know.
Old and retired, not old and retarded. Oh. Yeah, fundamentally, it does look like a lot like tanks.
I mean, you don't have machine guns in tanks.
Well, no.
And you don't have gears in tanks.
I don't know. I can't see that far. I'm looking at a screen that's maybe like 3 inches. I think the screen is actually smaller than my phone. Because I have all this other stuff open to view that stuff, so I don't have the, like, my StreamYard screen is really tiny. I was there, Michigan. Michigan. That's where I got my freaking Dodge, and then I got my second Dodge.
You die. Oh shit! No, you don't.
You done fucked up there, buddy.
Nonsense. Maybe.
You're on fire.
Dude, he shot me through the fucking building. Oh, he hit me right in the perfect spot too. That lucky son of a bitch. That's garbage.
All right.
No, he's old and retired.
Right?
I just can't win.
Is the chat that far back? I've used ultra latency, so hopefully the chat is pretty damn close to what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna type something in the chat, and you guys type me back when you hear me say it on camera. All right, so I'm gonna put dog in the chat right now, and and you tell me how long it takes for you guys to see it. So I don't know how short ultra latency is, but yeah, hopefully it was faster than it has been.
No.
Like I said, I used to run low latency. This is ultra low latency, so it should be a little bit closer to live. But that's
You're probably only off by 10 seconds.
yeah. Well, it didn't work because nobody said anything back, so.
Mine will be behind because I got to keep it out of the ditches and then glance in a straightaway.
All right. Chat is 15 to 20 seconds ahead of you speaking. No, actually, no. Chat is 10 to 15 to 20 seconds behind what I'm actually saying live. So you guys aren't ahead of me. Trust me, you're not.
Yeah.
You guys are behind. I see.
Kinda.
You can type something. I'll see it. Like I said. So if I type something in the chat, I'm saying it at the same time I'm typing it. So
This isn't what I wanted.
It's kind of like the cat picture that you showed earlier. You know, standing up on his leg, you know, little heading at the bottom that said, "Heard the neighbor cough."
all right. Yeah, but the time that I said dog, I typed it and hit enter at the same time. So technically, what you guys are seeing is, what that's showing is that's how far behind the chat is. By the time you guys, okay, so by the time I see what you were saying, talk, by the time you guys type it or respond to whatever I'm saying, you guys will be behind a little bit because you got to wait for me to broadcast it.
Damn it. I don't have any wings.
Which is actually pretty good because 15 to 20 seconds, it used to be close to like a minute that it was behind. So yeah, by the time I say it, you guys see it and then reply back. Hello, working right next door in Troy. Hello, it's just an independent shop. Oh, they must be talking about something over there. To you guys, it seems behind. That's what I'm trying to say. To you guys, it seems behind. Yes, but in reality,
Well, there is a lag difference between what they're typing,
yeah,
and listening to us too.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The chat is a little bit further behind than what I am live. So it's yes, to you guys seem like you guys are ahead of me, but in reality, what I'm saying a couple seconds, depending on how latency is. What I see and what I'm saying are a couple seconds ahead of what you guys are actually experiencing. So that's why I'm saying you guys are a little bit behind than live.
To all the viewers, they think we're behind them because we're replying to something they've typed when it's, in reality, the other way around.
Yeah, reality, you guys are behind us. And then, yes, it takes us a little bit to respond because we got to wait for it to see it from you guys. So the change starts from when I talk. You know, if I talk and say something, perfect example here. Okay, that's what I was trying to prove to you. I typed in dog when I said dog. You guys didn't catch my dog until a couple seconds after I typed it. But then the time you respond it and I see it, you guys are even further behind. So, yeah, I mean, you guys will always be behind where I'm at.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that, what she just said.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real confused put our live conversation in one ear and then put the live show in your other ear.
Yeah.
Which is what she deals with because she can hear me with the connection through the tablet.
All right. So
We're live
what you
connected
guys,
there.
what
I
you
can't
guys
hear nothing she
on
says,
your
but she can hear me.
right. That video that is
then,
as close to live as you're going to get.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And then she hears the live show on her computer.
Well,
after
she's
it's
hearing
broadcast,
she's hearing
so-
the broadcast, which is going to be a couple seconds behind from live. And then, like I said,
Right.
if you guys respond to something that we say in live, that's even going to be further behind. That's why I choose low latency. If I were to choose a regular latency, that lag, that time period from the time that we actually speak to the time you guys see it, and then the time that you guys are able to reply, it's even further. Cletus, I'm going to block. I would hide that. Remove it. Okay. Don't put your number out in public chat, buddy. Just don't. Private message it to them. Find them on Instagram, somewhere like that. I'm going to tell you because this live stream will be up a lot longer. You don't want people ending up finding that number and calling it. Because there are a bunch of idiots and assholes out there. Don't ever put your number out in a public chat. Just saying.
Yeah.
And that's the bad part is because now it is actually up on the live feed. And I can't really make that go away. Hold on. Hopefully that makes that pop up out of the way. Okay, that's good.
F's in chat.
Yeah. Well, I had to freaking type in something to freaking get it to pop up out of the freaking thing because, like I said, that's now going to be my chat pops up on the actual video feed, and it stays there. So you really don't want that sitting there on screen for somebody else to pick it up.
Okay.
The chat window on the screen doesn't matter. Honestly, that doesn't. That's literally just a visual reference. I'm talking about the chat that I'm seeing in live from YouTube, not the chat that you see up on screen. Compared to what I say. Apparently, my cats have decided to let themselves in. He just opened up the door on me.
Splat.
Yeah, but the problem is you retract it, it's already up on the screen. That I can't delete. I can't delete what's up on the screen. In the chat that's up on the over there.
Live feed.
Yeah, I can't. Well, no, the live feed is what you guys are typing in. I can't change what ends up on the video feed because of what it is. Oh, we're flying now.
I've been flying for a while.
Do a barrel roll. I was doing this other stuff.
Extra
All right,
barrel.
guys.
No, too slow.
Need to see him do the Top Gun trick, you know? Inverted 6G dive, public relations with the enemy airplane. Flip him off.
Oh, where are you flying right above their head?
Cool, 6 Gs. Maybe. Oh, yep, there's 9. Can even make my pilot black out. Oh, holy shit.
You can make your pilot black out in this game?
Yeah, if he's exposed to enough. Boy, you on fire? Oh, he dead.
I used to play Ace Combat. That was the game that I used to love to play until it switched from the console I was playing. I think, what did I used to play it on? I don't know. It switched consoles a while back, and then I never got back into it. I always liked the Jets.
Oh, yep, here we go.
All right, guys. I don't know if you guys want me to hang around. I don't know what else we were gonna freaking chit chat about. If you guys want to talk about something in the freaking chat, we'll talk about that. It is basically, oh, it's almost midnight. We can hang out for another 20 minutes, maybe. If I can keep you guys entertained for 20 minutes.
Well, the only thing in YouTube land that might be of any interest, Toast is finally home.
Yo, oh my god, I saw that.
Hmm.
I'm not wearing my Toast shirt today, though. But, yeah, well, there's a bunch. You know what? We can actually talk about YouTube stuff, because there's a bunch of actually stuff going on in YouTube. You do have, It's Just a Six. He's got his Black Mustang back on up and going and everything back in with that. He did a dyno run on both the Black Mustang and the twin turbo GT 500. Is it 500 or 350? Pulled some big ass freaking numbers. They ran the black car in fifth gear, which is their 1-to-1, and the dyno actually shut down because it wouldn't go over.
Jeez.
It wouldn't go over 200 miles an hour. Which fifth gear, I guess, in the black car starts at 180.
Oh, damn.
To do a pull, starts at like 180 miles an hour.
That is.
That's an excessive
Oops.
amount of speed. But it was pulling in fourth gear. It was pulling just under 1,000 horsepower, which is going to be lower than what it actually makes because it's a different gear. So that car was pushing some numbers, and the twin turbo car was pulling it up there too. I think the twin turbo car pulled over 1,000 horsepower as well. Oh, I'm waiting for them to announce the giveaway winner for the giveaway Mustang. I'm seeing if that's anything important. No, I don't think so. Oh, let's see what else. I haven't seen really anything good from Street Speed. I know he hit over 1 million subs. He got his plaque or whatever. Send It Steve got his plaque for 100,000. What else did I see? There's a bunch of C8 content. TJ Hunt is starting to build on the twin turbo C8. They had the Freedom Factory stuff. They did the Cletus 500. That was last week, though. All right, see you later, Cletus. Hope to see you next week.
All right, night, Cletus.
But yeah, I mean, they're going to have trouble making content right now. I know that Goon Squad just finished their Apocalypse vehicle, their Apocalypse camper.
Ow.
Yeah, Biggie, if you lose the right wing, then the left will still lift and not roll right and roll right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Goon Squad just finished their Apocalypse RV, which actually came out pretty nice. Well, the thing is Twitch and video gamers, they're saying they're doing well, I'm sure, but they're not doing that well. Just like freaking YouTube. The problem with it is they may be getting more views, but their ad rates are down. And people aren't donating as much because of all of the financial issues that are going on. That's the same problem I have. My ad rate has been cut in half. I am literally making half as much now as I did last month. So, and my views are the same. My views haven't necessarily gone down, but my ad rate has dropped by half. And that's the way it is with a lot of businesses as well, too. You know, yeah, they may be getting more views, they might be growing more, but they're not getting paid as much. Because the money's just not there. You seem to be You seem to be commenting.
Yeah,
Commenting.
I got fired.
How much is that
That's a true
affect you,
firing.
Sean?
Huh?
Where they're like someone starts to view one of your videos and then you got the ads that pop up and you can skip them.
What do you mean? How much do I get for each one of those?
Yeah, I mean, how much if someone skips the videos, does that affect you in a great deal, or doesn't really
It can.
affect you guys at
It
all?
can. The most you can actually do is interact with the ads. Technically, skipping it or clicking on it is actually almost better than actually watching the full ad. What they want you to do is watch multiple ads. So, like, say a video has 3 or 4 ads throughout the whole video, they want you to watch as much as that video as you can. So you'll actually help a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or whatever by watching the full length of something. Because ad companies pay based on how much of a video the audience retention is what they're looking for. So the more people stay and watch a video, or the more multiple videos of a same creator that somebody like, it's all analytics. Let's say Bob sits there and comes across a video and clicks on it, watches a 100% of the video, and then clicks off and watches something different. Versus Sally, who clicks on a video, watches 100% of the video, and then watches another video from that same channel. The YouTuber will get paid more for the Sally than he would for the Bob, because Sally sat there and then stayed on his channel longer. So it's the amount of watch time that a viewer can that a creator can get somebody to stay on his channel, period. And that's how CPM works. And ad companies
sometimes the ads they put in your video may help that, depending on what it is.
Yes, depending on what it is.
I've seen some that are just stupid. Easiest way to say it.
Yeah, you just want to get through them because either A, you've seen the same freaking ad like a gazillion times because you've been watching YouTube for the last 8 hours, or whatever. But yeah, it's really, really complicated how it actually works, but in plain simplicity, it comes down to watch time and what they call click-through rate, which is, okay, so you get displayed a bunch of thumbnails. Click-through is somebody clicking on that thumbnail to start watching the video. And then you got retention time, how long somebody stays to watch that video. It doesn't help if you have a bunch of views, but nobody's actually really staying and watching the content. So you get a bunch of people that click on the video and then click off of it right away. That means that your thumbnail or your title was enticing enough for somebody to click on it, but they weren't looking for the content that was there, or the content didn't match the video, or whatever. Or somebody clicks off after 2 minutes, it kind of shows that, they're not really interested in your type of content. Ad companies are looking for all of that stuff to go right. People to click on the video, people to watch the ad and the video and possibly mid-roll ads, people to, that kind of thing. That actually gives that gives an ad company more reason to place an ad in your video.
Now, you think they look at all your content, see whether it's even something to appeal to them? Do you put an ad
there? They don't even look at their content. It's all statistics. It's all numbers.
They look at the raw numbers. They don't give a crap what's in it. What the hell are you doing, you dumb asshole?
Unless people start getting complaints that like say it's a wholesome Disney company, they're not going to want their crap on gun videos, which is where a lot of that stuff came into play with the monetization and the not suitable for all advertisers bullshit, is because of wholesome companies ending up on videos about hate speech. If you're advertising, you don't want to put your banner for your freaking, your family-friendly RV freaking campground on the side of a gangbanger's house. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's it's the same thing with videos, the location and what it is. Pilot says clickbait pisses him off, but the problem is clickbait is necessary. I need you to click on the video. I need you to watch as much of the video as you can. And if the problem is if I make a boring thumbnail or a boring title, you're not going to click on the video to begin with. So I'm not going to get your view. So I'm going to make something that's going to suck you in. I mean, that's the way ads work. A thumbnail and a title is an ad. It's just an ad by the creator to get you to watch the video. The other thing is if I give you something, and let's say I want to unveil something. If I unveil it within the first 2 minutes, you're gonna go till you see the unveiling, and then you're gonna click off. Which means the whole other 8 minutes of the video you're not gonna watch. So of course, I'm going to drag it out to get you to watch that first 8 or 9 minutes to get you to see what it is. TV shows do it all the time. How many of you guys watched one of those car restoration shows and they tell you that they're going to freaking do something and then they don't do it until the last freaking 5 or 6 minutes of the TV show? Do it all the fucking time. It's the same thing. They want you to stick around. They want you to watch the whole show so you watch the freaking ad spots so that way they please their ad companies so they make money. It's the same thing with me. I don't make any money off of you guys just watching the video. I make money off of how long you watch the video. So if I put something up and you guys only watch 5, not even 2 or 3 minutes of it, I'm not going to get paid as much from the ad people because they're not going to be happy because they didn't get as much exposure. The same thing goes with let's say I want to go to a company to have them sponsor me to put their product in my video. I want to use their product. Some welder or something. They're not going to give me a welder to use in my videos or give me a discount on a welder to use in my videos if my retention and watch time is too low. So they're going to be more likely to sponsor a video with a higher ad retention and a higher retention and a longer watch time than the creator that doesn't get that. So that's why they clickbait. They clickbait because they need you to get, because they're fighting with how many other titles and thumbnails to get you to watch it. And if they don't have something that catches their attention, even if it's a great video, you're not going to click on it. They're not going to get your view. And it's a missed chance.
Playing the lottery.
The pilot says he knows there's a thumbnail where it appears nowhere in the video. There's nowhere saying that what's in the thumbnail has to appear in the video. There are some of my thumbnails that I took days or even before the event even happened. A thumbnail is just a cover. And at the end of the day, you have to decide whether or not the video had to have been satisfying in some sort of way. You watch the whole video. Whatever it is, it worked. And regardless of whether you like it or not, at the end of the day, it's what works and what doesn't. I can't sit here and make a video that makes everybody freaking happy, or a click title or video or thumbnail makes everybody happy, because guess what? Making everybody happy doesn't put money in my pocket. It doesn't make putting all of this, paying for all of this stuff, it doesn't make it worth it. All right, see you later, Michigan. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. You can have the most, let's just take a garage. You can have the most wholesome garage that does the best work. Okay? And if they can't get your attention to get their business in the door, you'll never find out. And whatever. I mean, I'm not here to tell you what to do or not to do when you watch YouTube. That's your own thing. But I can't tell you that I haven't clickbaited. Go to my video I did the other week. What was that? The one where I had all of the flammable barrels around my freaking truck. That was clickbait. I didn't freaking blow my truck up. I didn't catch it on fire. You know, I
Yep.
just threatened to do it. You know, technically that's clickbait. But you know what? The views on that video would have been a hell of a lot lower if I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody clicked on that video because they were expecting me to freaking set my truck on fire. I didn't set it on fire. I just threatened to.
Mm-hmm.
It was a photoshopped pic. In fact, it was photoshopped on my phone, no less.
Tannerite will be much more fun.
Well, I didn't have a picture of Tannerite. I started actually
Yeah, I
playing.
know.
I started playing with like a TNT, like a sticky bomb from Grand Theft Auto,
Oh, of course.
and I was going to sticky bomb the
Classic.
truck, but I couldn't get it to look right. So then I saw the flammable barrel containers, and I'm like, well, that looks okay, and I got them to look right so that it looked like they were actually there. And that's what I did.
Pop goes the weasel.
Yes, video titles and thumbnails are the gateway into your thing. But the problem is, okay, the first thing people see is your thumbnail. The second thing people see is the title. Maybe. They may actually just click on a video just because of the thumbnail. And people are weird. You can do the best looking thumbnail and the best title in the freaking world, and the freaking shit ass freaking thumbnail next to it gets clicked. There's no rhyme and reason to why people click on this or not click on that. There's no reason why some videos get promoted and other ones don't. Cletus McFarland posted a video about putting sod in his infield of his freaking racetrack. It was a freaking half-hour long video about putting sod in a freaking in a
Infield.
and that thing made the trending list. I guarantee you, anybody else does a video about putting sod in their freaking in whatever, they're not hitting trending.
Nope.
You know, and anybody else could have done that video, the same exact video, and would not have gotten those views. And it's all what it is. How many people stream Fortnite? Some of the best Fortnite streamers probably aren't even the top 10 streamers out there. They're making better content, not making nearly as many views because they're not exposed. They could be having the best looking thumbnails and the best titles, but because they're not clickbaity enough, they're not going to get the views. It's just what it is. You got to learn how the human psyche works and what humans are looking for when they go to click on a video. And yeah, the video content has to be there too. But the first step, the first thing you see is that thumbnail and that title, and it's got to grab your attention. And if it doesn't matter how good the video is, there will be nobody there to see it. I was watching a Markiplier video the other day, and it was about videos that have like no views. And they were doing a playthrough of, there was somebody doing a playthrough of League of Legends. And they were really good. It was a good playthrough. They had all the bells and whistles and stuff you were supposed to do. It had less than 100 views. Why? Probably because the thumbnail or the title didn't grab anybody's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Great video. Well put together, well thought out, well done. No attention. I can tell you, I have spent hundreds of dollars on a freaking video. Spent hours editing it. Done a really good job. No views. I can do a shit video. Spent like freaking 5-6 minutes throwing it together, put it up, and it's making me money 6 years later. I have a video like that. I have a video that was shit. I literally threw it together in a couple minutes, and it makes more videos that I spent hundreds of dollars doing. In fact, actually, I find that work a lot. Videos that you spend almost no time and effort in end up doing better than the videos that you put a lot of work into. Because people are weird.
Mm-hmm.
Look at some of my most heavily edited videos. The one where I did the car show up at the Steel Stacks up at Bethlehem. That literally took me 3 weeks to edit. Off and on, not sitting down totally for 3 weeks, but it took me a long time to freaking edit and get it right to where I was happy with it before I released it. It's a dud. Nobody views it. It's really good. I like it. It's not popular. Fucking video of me filming on my freaking phone, freaking out of focus, all over the freaking place. Every other word cut out of it because it was an gets freaking hundreds of views a day.
Pilot's feeling his ice house again.
But yeah, I have another video. That video that I did, basically doing the hack with the zip ties and the freaking bench vise for freaking putting door springs in. Got 3 cents worth in zip ties. I literally threw it together in a couple minutes because somebody asked me to. It's not my best freaking work. Guess what? It's one of my top 3 videos. In fact, actually, right now, this second, I think it is one of my top videos for this month. Let me pull it up here. Right there. Top video this month. It's a shit video. It was never meant to be something fucking big. And 12,481 views in the last 28 days. 12,000 views in the last 28 days. It's ridiculous. Let's see. In its lifetime, and it was put up back in 2017, it's made triple digits.
Damn.
But yeah. That's watch minutes. It's got 4,154 views in the last 28 days. 12,481 watch minutes.
Shit.
People watch 54% of that video. That includes all the people that click it and click off of it right away. So, I mean, yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, I got haters and I got likers on that video. I got people that tell me that I'm freaking an idiot and all that freaking other shit. You know, oh, the tool's only $5. Well, you know, this video wouldn't be doing this well if everybody had the damn tool to be able to do the video, do it, you know, have a tool sitting in their toolbox. I'm not going to go out and buy a freaking $10 tool for me to use it twice. When a 3-cent freaking zip tie does the same job that I already have laying in my toolbox. You know, again, it's all about, you never really know what's going to work and what's not. You know, like I said, you can put a lot of time and effort into a video and it just flops. In fact, actually, I can look up that video. The one that I was saying, you know, that I spent a lot of time and effort into. You'd be amazed. Let's see. Where is that one? Here it is. Lehigh Valley Cars and Coffee. Literally, jack shit. 128 views, 11 comments, 11 likes, and 6 dislikes. Though it's one of the higher retention times. It's almost 50% viewed. 50% retention time. But the people that do end up watching it enjoy it. But the problem is there's not enough people freaking click on it. So, I mean, you can bitch about clickbait all you want. People wouldn't do it if it didn't work.
Yeah.
And that's the way shit is. You want to bitch about the way something is. Well, people wouldn't do it if it's not getting a response. Why do certain things die off and why do certain things take off? Why? Because, it depends on what works. You're not going to keep freaking running into a closed door if it's not going to get you what you want. Now, if what you want is a headache, sure, you're going to keep doing it. But if the object is to get through the other side, you're not going to keep trying the same thing over and over again and not getting the response you're looking for. People do things. Behavior is a learned thing. So if people are clickbaiting, it's because clickbaiting works. And somebody hacked a Zoom meeting conference video call of Milwaukee Election Commission and showed porn on
your major marketing around any kind of like big events and car shows.
Yeah.
Sex sells. What do you see? Pinup models running everywhere.
Yeah.
Promoting this product or that product.
They wouldn't do it if it didn't work.
Exactly.
It's what people do what works, and they're not going to put time and effort into something that doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you from personal experience, clickbaiting works. I have a better chance of getting you to click on my video by posting something that's going to get your attention than by posting the truth. And half the freaking shit you see, I mean, that's like, all right, you go to a racetrack and you have a boring announcer, even if there's great racing on the freaking track. A good announcer can make something boring sound exciting. And again, it's the same thing. That's basically clickbait. It depends on how somebody announces or how somebody freaking portrays something to you. A good salesman can sell you a box full of shit, depending on how well they can freaking, present the product. And that's exactly the same thing as clickbaiting.
It's all about presentation.
If they can present a product to you enough for you to click on it, well, then their job is done. They did what they needed to do. And it don't matter how good the video is that you clicked on if you don't click on it. You look
don't
at
grab their full undivided attention in the first 30 seconds, you already lost them.
Exactly. If I can't get you to stay and watch the video within the first 20 to 30 seconds, I'm sorry, I'm done. And a lot of my videos aren't that kind of excitement. A lot of my videos are, just your whatever average car restoration video. Am I the best at freaking getting people to fucking stay? No, I'm not. I'm boring. At least I feel I am. I'm not very good at building excitement because I don't really feel that you should need to stay and watch my content because it's over the top exciting. I make content to be informative, to document my process. Well, not necessarily. I mean, more to document the process of what I'm doing than necessarily to sit there and compete against, Gas Monkey Garage or something like that. I'm sorry, people like Gas Monkey Garage, they annoy the shit out of me. Honestly, I think they make the car community look bad. And I miss the old school shows that I used to watch on Spike TV and shit in the morning, where they actually taught you something. But, unfortunately, just like clickbait, that stuff doesn't sell. The flashy freaking fake arguments in the shop and the let's restore a car, half-assed and freaking quick and flashy. That stuff sells, so that's what shows up on TV.
He's a dumbass anyways.
He is a dumbass. He is a dumbass. He is. He's a drunk.
Very reserved.
Yeah, he is a drunk. He is an asshole. He is. He's just a shit person. But he gets views because he's drama.
Yep.
Oh my God! Look, it's our stream boss.
The best thing I seen was when we were using that drag race for those new Challengers.
Oh my God! He hit the wall.
The damn wall. Yeah, stumped in the wall and had to buy the car.
Yeah, because he has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
And got beat by a girl.
Yeah. But I mean, you look at how many. Okay,
whole shot her.
You look at how rich he is and how much freaking whatever he makes and all this freaking shit. You know, you can do the same thing. All right, let's look at Street Speed 717 and Send It Steve. Okay, which one do you think is actually the better automotive person? I'm going to tell you my opinion. It's Send It Steve. But he doesn't have the ability to create that drama and to create that he's not the master of clickbait. And it was one thing that Street Speed is good at, and that is getting you to watch something and getting you to come back. You keep coming back. I mean, I do the same thing. I keep coming back.
You mean like the monster vet that's built on the butchered Bronco frame?
That's Send It Steve.
Yeah.
That's not clickbait though. You know what I mean? Whereas, how many times have you seen Mike post up a picture for his thumbnail about I'm selling one of my vehicles, and he puts up like everybody's favorite vehicle. Yeah, he's selling one of his vehicles. It's not the one in the thumbnail. We all know, or getting rid of my vehicle. We all know, that hey, the vehicle he's getting rid of is actually the giveaway car, which we knew he was giving away all of the time. We knew he was giving it away, but yet we still fell. People still fell for it. My favorite one was he said he bought a second C8 Corvette. He didn't buy a second C8 Corvette. He literally wrapped the first one. He wrapped the first black one in blue, and took it, and he was taking it to the dealer to get all of the other freaking dealer options put on it, which he didn't have put on it before it was wrapped, because they would have had to take it back off to wrap it anyway. You know what I mean? So it was just being misleading, but it got him views. It got people talking. It got people commenting. It got that involvement. It's just like me. Today, I posted a picture asking people to post their cars on my page. Now, my typical post gets about 20 views on my Facebook page, because I normally just post a picture of keeping people up to date of what's going on. I did an experiment today. I posted a picture and asked people to post their cars down below. I'm going to sit here and tell you what my thing was here. So, and the whole point was I actually wanted to promote this show. My point was not necessarily for, I was giving a place for people to share their cars, but that wasn't my main intent. My main intent was to get the information that this show was every Sunday at 9 p.m. out to as many people as possible. So I needed people to comment and whatever, so that way it would show up on other people's pages. When you comment on a post, YouTube is more likely to share that post to your friends because you commented on it, versus a post that you just like or look at. That post, as of right now, reached 1,650 people.
Jeez.
Okay. So, and the post read, I want you to share your rides with me down in the comments below. Also, don't forget we go live on YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern every Sunday. The main part of it was actually to get you to read the other part. Now, same type of post. Come out, hang out with us live, and it was a link to the live stream. That post reached 25 people. So again, how you present the information, whether people like it or not, determines what you're going to do. So what was it worth for me to do more? Just share the podcast and ask people to come and hang out, or to get people to comment down in the post, even though the main information that I wanted to send wasn't what was appearing to be the main information of the post.
You hit the two main things.
Huh?
Presentation and then participate. You hit the two main things.
Right.
Presentation, get their interest, and then participation, make them feel part of it.
Right, exactly. And that's kind of what I try to do here. I mean, this show, I wish it got a lot more engagement. The guys that come in here and you guys that chit chat with me, you guys do engage a lot. I wish I could make it more engaging. I don't know how. I mean, it's up to you guys. The hardest part, though, is what I can't control. I can't control. Like you know, like how you can, if you're standing on somewhere, okay, you have a throwing distance, okay. I've thrown a rock in every pond that I can reach. I need somebody from a different pond to pick that rock up and throw it into the next pond. That's where, you know, you start getting involvement. I've already saturated everybody that I can get out to. Oh no, that sucks, dude. I can only market myself so much before I need someone else, before I need other people to start sharing. And that is one of the biggest failures of my channel is getting my channel out there and staying consistent, because I'm honestly, my videos are not consistent. I know this.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a failure.
I don't have the consistent content.
I mean, it may handicap it. I wouldn't call it a failure.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
this is consistent.
You
I
work
try
a
to be
full-time
as,
job, and it's hard for you to get out to, you know, as far as your content, because like you said,
it also costs
you're
money
30
that I
minutes
don't
from your
have.
shop, whether you go from home or whether you go from work.
Yeah, it's a half hour to it. But then there's also the spending money. I can't work on stuff if I don't have
Yeah.
anything to work with.
And it's hard to do anything live because, once again, to be able to even to do anything live that you do quick on a live thing, you still got to have something to put on or do,
Right.
which requires the money or whatever to have the parts or whatever maybe that you can use in order
it's just
to
like,
do that.
I just spent $800 and some to build a computer to be able to edit videos, only to find
Yeah.
out that for what I want it to do, it's still not capable enough
Fast
to, and I
enough.
have to spend money. I have to spend more money. You know, and that's
And that
money
took
I
you,
could
what,
be
6
spending.
months?
That took me about 6 months to make that 800, yeah. You know, and this means even more money. I have more things that, you know, I have to put off that I wanted to do. I could put that $800 towards parts for the Nova, you know, or the Trans Am or the truck. You know, but I figured that it was worth that expense because it's going to help me out more in the long run.
Right.
You know, that's like, you know, we may all be coming into a freaking decent amount of money coming soon, and I don't have to put that money necessarily into rent because I've got that covered. I could put that money into making me money somewhere else. You know, do I put that money towards the computer? Do I put that money towards a fuel system for the TA and get that up and running? Where do I put that money? Do I put that money into something that I can turn around and resell? To me, putting money into something that I can turn around and resell, to me, is gambling. Because I've done that before, where I bought something that I figured I could turn around and resell for a higher price, and I ended up having to bite it. It ended up costing me more money. The Gray Nova shell is a great example. I bought that planning on turning around and making more money than I put into it. And what did I do? I ended up just barely breaking even with that car. You know, so, you know, for me, it's not willy-nilly. I can't just willy-nilly just go out and throw money at something because my money is that tight. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't even know where the fuck I was going with any of that anyway. EDD.
Yeah, well, that's like us. I mean, the only reason we can do what we're doing right now is because a lot of our shit's paid off, and between the two of us, we have a very good income.
Right.
Level
Yeah,
to
you
give us
guys
a
have gotten to the
mixture
point to
of
where
rum
you
now,
can do
but-
that.
But yeah, one time, yeah, I'd go a couple days without eating, and then my next meal is a couple cans of beanie weenies or Vienna sausages with
No, I've been there.
slices of bread.
I've been there. Where
So-
I don't have to deal with that right
yeah.
now because I have Jess, and Jess has a good paying job. She almost got a promotion to be making freaking twice what I make. She didn't get it, but she tried for it. But even if she does make what I make, I make even less than what I make because of child support.
Yep.
I have to be careful.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like
I have to even be careful
go-
on here. I have to be
You
careful
get out
about
and
what I
bust your
say.
ass, and you make more, and the more you make, the more they penalize you.
Right, exactly. Like I
Yeah,
said, I
it's
have
like-
to watch what I say here. You know, I
Yep.
have to watch what I say. I can't just sit here and be completely open and honest because some other people might use that against me. You know, and, you know, hey, I want to make a living too. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy the things that I'm doing. Well, this is my way of doing that.
That whole system's like the government, and he's totally revamped, and the corruption raped
Well,
out of it.
again, we can go back to the clickbait titles. It works because it
Yep.
works. You know, people do it because it's lining somebody's pocket. Yeah, all of us fathers are screwed out of our freaking assholes, but to the people that it matters, it's lining their pockets. It lines the pockets of the mothers. The mothers have no fear coming and freaking going to a lawyer or wherever else. It lawyers their pockets. Layer. Fucking brain. It lines
And you
their
pay
pockets.
for everything.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Exactly. But, you know, this isn't a bitch fest for that. You know, I mean, it's just like me. I haven't seen my 9-year-old, soon to be 10-year-old, since all of this freaking COVID shit started because, you know, courts are closed. And she decided that's the perfect time to alienate me from my son. And, yeah, that's so much fun. But yeah, it's supposed to pay child support.
Well,
Well,
And
yeah.
the biggest bitch, you get the visitation, you pick them up, and it's like, are we gonna go do anything exciting, Daddy? We're gonna do this. Yeah.
Oh, my kid already
we're gonna
knows.
we're gonna go back home. We're gonna watch movies and eat frozen pizza or something. Yeah, you wanna do shit, but you just ain't there to do with them.
My kid's not
Yeah.
stupid. He knows that I pay a shit ton in child support and that it doesn't leave me with much. He's not stupid. He doesn't see me riding around in expensive stuff. He doesn't see me buying a bunch of expensive stuff.
Yep.
He knows. He knows I'm not sitting here spending money and not spending it on him. He knows. You know, I mean, when we're sitting there counting change and buy freaking McDonald's for his Wednesday visit, you know, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
You know, he knows there are days that I can take him out to a decent restaurant on our visit, and he knows there are days where nope, we're stuck to the dollar menu at McDonald's. You know, but hey, that's what you guys are here for. You know, I enjoy coming here every Sunday, hanging out with you guys. I don't want to be depressing. This is my place to escape, hang out with you guys, throw back a couple beers, and chill and hang out with all of you. Speaking of, it's
Not
after 12.
depressing. It's a blast.
I enjoy it. I look forward to these Sundays. Honestly, I do. Which reminds me, you know what? Anybody that's sitting in here chat right now, hopefully this works. We'll go with 400 points. Thank you guys. Well, not 4,000. 400 points. Thank you guys all for chilling out with me. I really do appreciate it. Let's see if that worked for anybody. Mrs. Formula, what was she? Was she at 12 something? I forget what she was at before. Just want to make sure that worked. No, why did that not work for her? She's been commenting in the chat, hasn't she? Yeah, she just fucking tagged it. Why did that? Oh, maybe. Hold on. Maybe it needs to take a second. Yeah, because it didn't give it to. Yeah, it didn't give it to him either. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just not reading the people in chat. I like this thing, but at same time, it freaking annoys me when it doesn't work. I started in that movie Nova. Better days are ahead, trust me. I still retired at 62. Yeah, I already know. I know it'll work itself out in the end. It's just living through this part now just sucks. Oh, let's see. Did it work yet?
Especially when your car comes, they tell you, well, why don't you go get a part-time job if you need more money? Yeah, just so you can turn around and take more.
All right, if you guys are watching the live stream right now, type in here, and I'll manually put your bonus points in. Because apparently Streamlabs CloudBot is being a dipshit again. working for like 10 seconds and then stopped working apparently. All right, so 400.
He needs more goldfish.
Pilot is at 1212.
1/4 mile. Keep left to I-80 east. Then keep left.
Here, not here. You're here enough. DIY Misfits another 400. Well, he freaking needs it. So that puts you at 5,440. Formula is here. That's 7 plus 4. 21.
Then keep left.
See you, sapsucker.
Is that it? Just Pilot, Miss Formula, and DIY Misfit. I'm gonna give it to Michigan too because he was here. I think, yeah. I thought Grim was here. Did Grim leave already? No, Grim hasn't been here for a little while. All right, Michigan mechanic. Here we go. So he's at 10. Big E. Can't forget Big E.
No.
It's almost times you wonder if Big E had to get a little bonus for having the active kitty flying every day, every time.
He just needs a bonus because half the time Streamlabs doesn't even pick up that he's freaking here. Because he's too busy actually, working in chat. And working on the screen instead of actually being in chat. Oh, we forgot you. Because you're here too. Da, 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 da. Firebird Nation. Yay, you've reached, well, you're at 900. Apparently.
Mine's a fun one. I rack up more miles and points.
Right? Because it doesn't count your watch time either. So like me, freaking, I'm here. It says I have 3 hours and 42 minutes of watch time. There is 13 episodes, and I have been here for every minute of every episode.
Now there'd be an interesting concept.
Right? If there's anybody in here that should have more watch minutes, it should be me.
How many miles did the truck travel during last week's live stream?
I was curious. How many miles did you travel today?
We started in Indiana, and I'm about to cross out of Ohio into PA. So, Indiana, I think we had about 30 miles left when we started.
How far
and
is Ohio?
Ohio is about 246 miles across.
Well, damn. You traveled almost 300 miles.
Some bitch.
In the rain.
Oh, well, you have fun with that. We have been live. We have been live now for 10, 11, 12, 3.5 hours.
It's like the newborn mom screamed whenever her water broke. I think I've wet myself.
He still snuck it in there. Oh. Is it going to pop up?
1 1/4 mile.
Waiting for it to pop up.
On I-80. Then exit right.
Raining in Milwaukee. 50 miles an hour gust tomorrow. Ugh. See, now that should, I don't know why that isn't popping up. That should pop up because he just donated again. He just keeps.
This one's for hand
patting.
sanitizer.
Yeah, he just keeps patting his freaking stream boss. But now I'm pissed because it didn't show up on my stream boss didn't start.
Oh,
there it is.
yeah.
Damn, that was a freaking delay.
Keep left on I-80, then exit right.
Well, thank you, DIY Misfits. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello, Piggy Piggy.
Who? Oh, you got a popo?
Take exit 224B on the right.
Oh, hush.
Try 680.
Honey, hush. Somebody's got to donate on freaking. Either I gotta switch, that notification to go for the super chat, or I have to get people to donate through the PayPal link more, because I mean, I thought that the little girl was cute that says "Oh yeah," but I like the other one better with the Smokey and the Bandit reveal of shoot. Why am I not thinking of Bandit's name for the TA? Shoot. Chris.
She's irritating, isn't she?
No. Bandit's name for the TA. What did he call her?
Oh.
It had a name.
Shit.
Yeah, I can't remember it. 100 points for anybody that can remember what Bandit's name for his 78 Trans Am was. And no, it wasn't like Band 1, Band 2. That was their call names. He actually
because he said it.
He
said it when he picked Frog up.
Right. He actually has a name for the Trans Am. And I can't remember it. I'll have to go look it up, but
1.25 miles.
I will go look it up this way so somebody else says it. So I know if somebody says it, I'm going to remember it. Name of the name Bandit gave his
Oh.
The first time my wife heard the nav and the Cadillac, she said, "So who's that slut?" Goddamn, I can't remember the name. Because I know they definitely say it in the second movie. Because he talks about having to sell it.
Well, which lane do you want, jackass? Can't have them both. Prick.
Sorry, I'm not being very exciting at the moment, but now I'm really curious.
Might make you a good trivia question for next week.
I might have to, but I don't think anybody's going to get that if I can't remember it.
Yeah, I'm brain fart at the moment.
Well, if we say it in this one, it'll definitely be one for next week, because anybody, as long as somebody remembers. I already knew that one. I don't know. I will have to look it up and come back out with you later. So, all right. We'll catch you guys back next weekend, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be right here for your guys' entertainment. So, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do. And we'll catch you back next week. We've been here for 3 hours, 30 minutes, and 36 seconds, apparently.
Sweet Jesus.
I know, right?
It's a screamer.
All right. All right. Catch you guys next week. Thank you, guys.